Hello there, this is Alan recording another comprehensive Magic the Gathering Arena draft video. We're going to do a second Premier Draft Kaladesh Remastered video, so let's go. I fired off another draft before this second recording, and it was a complete punt, so don't mind me. It was just a weird draft where I saw like a million Ether Swoopers, but blue was not open for some reason. So sometimes you come across those situations. But anyways, color rankings, red. And then I think the second one is green, but green, white, and blue are not far off, given that there's a lot of powerful hybrid uncommons in this set. But green has like some absurd monocolor uncommons, and also some really solid commons. White has great uncommons, very shallow commons. Blue kind of shallow, and then some of the blue uncommons are good, but not like insane. And then black just isn't that great unless you open up a rare or mythic. So try draft red if you can. If not red, try to go green, because the second best black deck in the format is black green. Obviously red black is the best, and green pairs with blue pretty well. There's some fun energy stuff you can do. You can splash Cloud Blazers and Whirler Virtuosos. So red green, and then blue and white are both kind of close, and then black worse. And the best decks in the format are all red. Red white, red blue, red green. All three of those are kind of close. I think I prefer red blue more, because Maverick Thopterus and Whirler Virtuoso are insane. Same with Ether Swooper. And red white is just very synergetic. Red and white just pairs well with each other with the aggressive game plan. And red green also to an extent, but red green is kind of more mid-rangey, kind of a little bit slower. And then red black, weaker than the other three, but still very good. So anyways, pack one, pick one. Let's not punt the draft. If I would to first pick this mythic, it would be a punt, so I'm not taking it. This uncommon's okay, but not something I would care about taking first picking. I think the best card and most flexible card is probably just Daredevil Dragster. Daring Demolition is actually not black's best common, funny enough. It's actually the night market lookout. Revoke Privileges is overrated. There's too many ways to interact with it. Aviary Mechanic is medium, so not the most exciting first pick, but Daredevil Dragster is a very humble first pick. Can block well, can attack well, and if you can, even if you stack this and draw 2 cards, I think it's worth it. So I'll take Daredevil Dragster. I would happily take one like a red common, like a top red common, over this, or even a hybrid colored card like Cloud Blazer or Rogue Refiner, or like the Maverick Thopterus, Whirler Virtuoso. And there's a lot of other colorless uncommons I would take over Dragster as well. Okay, now there's no red here. We're seeing Servant of the Conduit and Spire Patrol. Probably just take Servant here. Solid 2 mana dork. Big green. 2/2s are pretty solid on turn 2 as well. Oval Chase Dragster, better if you're more aggressive in like red-white or something. And yeah, maybe just keep in mind that we're getting past the Revoke Privileges and Aspire Patrol. So maybe the white blue deck is open, but we can even try to go Bant. That can be a fun game plan, but I'll take Servant. Alright, there's a Narnum Renegade, but there's also Inventor's Goggles, Thriving Rhino. I think Thriving Rhino is the best green common. I think Inventor's Goggles is one of the best commons in the entire set, so I'll take it here, and it's colorless. In case we still end up in the Artificer deck with a bunch, like this card is just ridiculous. Like the stats for 1 mana, 1 power, 2 toughness is huge, and if you can attach it onto an Artificer for free, that's huge. But keep in mind, I'm passing these 3 cards. I'm not even sure which one I would take here. Maybe Renegade because it's cheap, or maybe Thriving Rhino because it's the best blue common. But I'm happy to see a top common here. Inventor's Goggles is definitely top 5 common. It's kind of funny. And it's still early enough that I will take it over taking a colored card. Like the only ways I pass this up is if I'm in green, and because green doesn't have many Artificers. Okay, so Dynavolt Tower is a fun card, but I'm not going to build around it. I've lost this card, funny enough, in 2 matches in my previous video, but I don't think it's a bomb. Enraged Shine is kind of medium. If I just take the Self-Assembler, it's still early, so if I pick up... so it's still early, so if I get away with like 2 or 3 copies of these, it can be quite strong. Not so great in green, because green already has large creatures at the top end, but it's still early, so we can be anything, and this card is also a top common. Alright, Glint Sleeve Artisan is the best card in this pack, so I'll snatch it up. Not much else here. Take the Glint Sleeve, and maybe if we wield a Spire Patrol, that can with some signals. And Ether Swooper pick 6. Alright, sweet. Blue's best common. I mean, one of the top best commons and Blue's best common set. This is either number 1 or 2. I think this is number 2 because I'd rather take the Ether Chaser and be in red before I dive on the blue. But great card. Inventor's Apprentice also kind of underrated. Very nice aggressive 1-drop. 1 artifact is not hard to get on the battlefield early. This attacks as a 2-3. Not the easiest to block early. Attacks pretty well. So we'll take Ether Swooper though. And hopefully blue isn't contested because the last draft I punt, I think I had like 5 Ether Swoopers, but there was no other blue cards. Like we saw 5 of these, but no other blue cards, and people underrate this card. And then the deck I was supposed to be in was, funny enough, red-white. So I need to keep in mind that people reevaluate cards differently, and just because you see a top common in that specific color late in the pack, that doesn't mean it's open. Okay, take a Dawnfire Eagle, white's best common. Aviary Mechanic, fine too. Has some good synergy. So maybe blue-white is open, and we can draft some sort of fun blue-white Skies deck. And that can be kind of fun. I need to get away from these red decks for a moment and showcase what other color pairings can do. Like green-white could be interesting as well. So this is the white's 2 best commons, and then the rest of the other commons are just the 2-drop aggressive creatures. And Revoke Privileges also isn't all that impressive. Okay, this pack is kind of whatever. I can take anything. Probably just take Fragmentize. Could be main deckable in this format. This is clunky, but blocks well. This is playable, but unexciting. Same with High Spire Artisan, right? Fragmentize. Maybe position myself as a base white. Okay. I don't care about any of these either. I already have a Fragmentize. I'm not going to play 2 of them. Bastion Macedon could be kind of interesting, but I already have like 2 5s. So maybe I take a Select for Inspection. If I end up red-white, I prefer this. If I end up blue-white, I prefer this. So I'll take the Select. And if I end up red-white anyways, I prefer to build to smash in 1 red. So I'd rather just, I'd rather not even play build to last in red-white. And then a late Appetite for the Unnatural. Solid interaction spell too, since there's lots of powerful artifacts and enchantments in the set. And I guess we take build to last right now. I don't know why people play this card. So bad. Like, the creature still has a chance to tap. It's okay. I'm not taking 2 of these. I'm gonna take a Hinterland Drake. And so the uncommons didn't make it back, but that doesn't mean blue-white is closed, or blue-green. So pretty nice first pack. It's not in the same bomb, but it's reasonable. We opened up Yahenni's Expertise. This card is pretty good. It can be backbreaking, but at the same time, we didn't take any black cards, and you can still, like, this isn't just like win the game, auto win. It's a good card, but it's not auto win. All right, so what's the options? Filigree Familiar and Gearseeker Serpent, I think, are pretty good too. There's a Chandra's Revolution, but obviously saw no red in the first pack. I don't want to take this card. I just don't. I feel like there could just be another black drafter, and this is just a huge gamble. Filigree Familiar is just a solid 3-drop. Goes in any deck. Plays better in a much more defensive deck, obviously, but still fine and aggressive. And it's just a nice roadblock, gain 2 life, and then the opponent does not want to trade for this card ever, because you just draw a card off of it. And if they have to trade for it, then it feels bad. So I'll take Filigree Familiar. There's a Yahenni. Okay, Undying Partisan. This card is quite good too. So passing 2 black rares. But I think I still take Glint Sleeve Artisan. Stay white. This is a good card. Better if you're more aggressive, obviously, because whenever a creature opponent controls dies, you just put a counter onto this. And then you can just sacrifice another creature, and this just keeps getting... and it just becomes difficult to deal with. But obviously, the opponent's creatures have to die, so this grows. If you can't kill their creature, it just stays as a small creature, and I guess you can just this plays best with serval tokens, yeah. So you end up white-green, this is at its best, but I'm going to take Glint Sleeve Artisan. This is a strong card, though, so don't sleep on this card. Ooh, Glimmer of Genius, okay. Renegade Wheelsmith, a Sweatworks Brawler, Sky Skiff. Probably just take Glimmer. And I don't think if I end up in green-white, this Armorcraft Judge could also be pretty interesting as well. If I don't focus on putting 1/1 servo tokens out, and I'm more focused on making putting 1/1 counters on things, this can draw me cards. But I kind of just like the Glimmer here. It's kind of interesting because I think these two cards have enough higher upside than Sky Skiff. I'm just going to take these two. There's also Sweatworks Brawler, but again, we saw 0 red. So I'm just going to bank on blue, be more open than green. And this is probably just a better card anyways, because it's guaranteed. As I say that, these blue cards are very medium. I don't think I care about second Appetite. There is an Outland Boar, but we're nowhere near the colors. This can block, but I'm just going to take Chandra's Revolution. It's just kind of late. I don't know what this is doing. Maybe there's a chance there's red-white because it's more open because we saw red uncommon. And then as I say that, you have a choice between Nature's Way, Aviary Mechanic, and the Metallic Rebuke. I think both of these are better than Aviary Mechanic. Not sure here. Nature's Way is the best card. Metallic Rebuke can also just be better. Like I've gotten got by this card multiple times. They're both kind of close now that I think about it. I'll take Metallic Rebuke. Okay, Audacious Infiltrator. I like this 2-drop. I'll take it over Outland Boar. I don't think we're in red-green. Even though I've seen this late. I think we're just so solid into white that we can't really... we're not going to have a functioning deck. Okay, there is a Blossoming Defense that I'm going to take here. Okay, maybe white-green. Or maybe some weird blue-green deck. And maybe I'm speaking a little bit too soon. Okay, Propeller Pioneer can be solid. So I think it could be white-green. Maybe that's where we're supposed to head. I'm not sure. It's hard. It's hard to know. Really hard to know sometimes. Inspired Charge. I'll play a copy of Inspired Charge. Really, really nice in white. I like having one of these and then multiple Dawnfeather Eagles at the top end. I'm smelling white-green here. More than white-blue. So I might miss out on Armorcraft Judge, but I don't think it's going to be great even then. Like, I'd rather just, yeah, Sea Sculptors here. I'd rather just make 1/1 tokens than anything else. We got Select already. Tampering is kind of whatever. Oh, I can take. I don't care about Sage. Sage is a green card. Care about it. Okay, we can take High Spire Artisan. Or Second Appetite. I can take this card or leave it. It's more sideboard than anything. I'm going to take that Appetite for the Unnatural. There's also this card, but I don't think we're in red. Again, we're seeing the multicolor red uncommon, but again, so deep in white, I got to draft white-blue or white-green at this point. And I got to make a decision quick, and I think it's going to be white-green from what I've been seeing. So miss out on Armorcraft Judge. What else did I miss out on? I guess Nature's Wrath, the fight spell. I don't care about Wrath Cavalry. Yeah, the fight spell I missed out on. Bizarre Barge I'll take over. The Dawnfeather Eagle. Just a really good uncommon. And it's cheaper. And we can even wheel this if white's very open. Yeah, we'll take Bomat Bizarre Barge. Yeah, miss out on the green fight spell if I end up in white-green. This card is good too, but we're going to take Thopter Rest. This card's kind of fun. Basically, if you can get this down early and sneak like 1 or 2 attacks across, if you like flood out in the late game, nothing but lands, or you empty your hand, you can just sacrifice this and then put those cards in your hand. So it's like a card advantage. It does kind of suck if they destroy this, but you can just kind of think of the cards that this has exiled as on the bottom of your library anyways. So that's a way to look at. I'm going to take Thopter Rest. Really nice. Fumigate. All right, I'll take Fumigate. Not the best in aggressive deck, but this is just a nice insurance. Like, yeah, and it gains you a bunch of life if you fall too far back behind. So yeah, I'll take Fumigate. Am I gonna play another Self-Assembler if I see one? Not sure. There's an Ether Swooper. versus Aviary Mechanic. I'm not seeing green in this pack now. That's the funny thing. I think this card is just too good. All right, maybe blue, white at this point. Okay, so maybe I didn't misread. Maybe green was more open on my left-hand side, but blue was more cut off from my left-hand side. And then the opposite is for this draft, for on my right-hand side, where green is less open and blue is more open. So blue-white tempo-y, maybe. And the blue cards here aren't exciting. Same with the white cards. Like, the red cards are exciting, but we're not in red anytime soon. I don't care about this green card, too. I'm just going to take Bastion Mammoth. It seemed like red-green was the open deck, it seems like. But the red cards were not... We didn't see any Welding Sparks. We didn't see all that much amazing green. And another Thopter Rest I'll take. Over Windkin Raiders, I think it's correct. Yeah, I don't care about Windkin Raiders. I'll take another Thopter Rest. Like, we're so heavy in the white now that I'm kind of happy with this draft that blue. We saw a late Ether Swooper. Ooh, Spire Patrol, perfect. Missing out on the Aviary Mechanic, but now I know I should be in blue-white. Perfect, this is great. Over Inventor's Goggles? I think so. Yeah, I think at this stage I need more creatures. At 9 creatures, yeah, I gotta take the Spire Patrol over Inventor's Goggles. Even though I love Goggles, we need some creatures. And I'll take a Dawn for Eagle, or a Gear Seeker, but Gear Seeker, it could be fun to cheat out, but I think this card could just be better, honestly. It's already evasive, and I don't have to pay 6 mana. Yeah, let's just do this. Another Dawn. Yeah, I'll play 3 copies. Why not? And I might just cut this Bastion Mammoth, and then we just run Servo Exhibition. I don't have red mana to activate this. This card is also kind of awkward at times, whereas this is guaranteed 2/1/1s. Inspire Charge, I could maybe take another copy. Not sure if I'll play the second copy though. Since I have triple Dawn Feather Eagle and 1 Inspire Charge, that should be enough. Actually, I don't hate Impeccable Timing, too, in these types of decks. Yeah, so, like, this, I can consider cutting this. But it is 1 mana, which is pretty efficient. Impeccable Timing can be awkward if the opponent has a way to pump their creature. And it's 2 mana, so I'm not sure. Yeah, let's see. How many? We have 11 creatures. Let me count the creatures. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 creatures. So not a lot of creatures to crew these 2 vehicles. I guess this counts as a creature. So there's an argument for running an extra creature here. Like the Hinterland Drake or Herald of the Fair. And I think that might be worth it. Because I have a bunch of 3s though, that's the problem. Because I need some ways to crew these vehicles when they come down and start like trading them off. But this card just sucks. And then the rest of these cards are just a lot better than everything here. There's an argument for like Hinterland Drake, I guess, as a creature I can throw in, maybe cut to Select for Inspection. It isn't that bad though. Just 1 mana bounce a creature can be very efficient. And, like, in a deck that's looking to beat down flyers, like, maybe I need this sort of interaction. It's interesting. And maybe I don't need Inspired Charge with triple Dawn Feather Eagle now that I think about it. Yeah, with triple, maybe not. And then maybe I just need the extra creature, so maybe I just throw in this Hinterland Drake. As a fine filler, like, 2/3 mana, 2/3, that can at least crew something and maybe attack in the air and block other flyers. Yeah, I can get behind that. Maybe that's fine. There's an argument for cutting this for the Inspired Charge, but I need the extra creature. Alright, let's give this a shot. So, yeah. Blue-White Skies. Spire Patrol. All that I knew was on my side, white was the color to be in. So I guess I didn't miss out on much. I'm not sure what was in that pack with a Blossoming Defense that could have been blue. Probably not much. So So maybe I drafted this correctly. It was between blue-white or green-white, and in some magical world like white-red. I'm not sure if I would have gravitated towards red-green at all, given my first pack white was just so open with Glid Sleeve Artisan and Dawn Feather Eagle. I did pass 2 powerful black rares, of course. But that's fine, because I was not obviously in black. Opening hand, well, it's not exciting. I need some early creatures and the 2 mana dorks. It has both my colors, but I don't think I can keep this. It's a little bit too risky. Alright, this is a slightly not too different from the other one, but I guess I'll keep because I don't want to go down to 5. And I need double white for Fumigate, so I'll bottom an island. Being my 2-drop. Nope, no 2-drop. So this could just be a control matchup where I just try to bait out as much stuff and blow up the board with Fumigates. I can also just be kind of aggressive until none of his left. So there's no reason to attack here. If the opponent attacks next turn and I block, what happens? This becomes a 2-3, so there's no good attacks either. No good blocks either way. So we'll just say pass, and then maybe I just run out Dawn Feather Eagle and start attacking in the skies. Or I can just blow up the board too. The opponent plays something kind of scary, or I can counter it. Visionary Augmenter. Maybe it's time to pull out the Fumigates. And then we can follow up with like a Dawn Feather Eagle the next following turn. And then maybe you save the counter spell for something else. Alright, this is what we call 2 for 1. Let's go for it. Alright, and then maybe we can start deploying. I can deploy the Dawn Feather Eagle, but I won't be able to keep up counterspell, and I probably need to start with an army first before I run out the Dawn Feather. But that wasn't a night. That was a pretty decent 2 for 1, and the opponent has a 2-drop just to follow up. Nothing too scary. I'm hoping I get blue mana here so I can keep up Rebuke and Ether Swooper. But no such thing. I guess we can double spell at least. If I run this out first. And that's good, and I probably want to make a 1/1 Servo and then run out the Ether Swooper, and then next turn we can even Dawn Feather Eagle, and that's probably going to be better since I'll have enough artifacts to Rebuke with. So. Daredevil Dragster. So this can crew for 2. Kind of annoying. So I don't really have a good attack. But I think I still need to run this out here. And then maybe attack for 2 in the air. And then have a Dawn Feather Eagle to attack as well. So lucky the opponent has a good blocker, so. Question is, if the opponent attacks with Dragster, do I even block? Probably not. He does draw 2 cards with a second one, but now we have board advantage. Here, Seeker Serpent, that's definitely going to be countered. Select for Inspection is not that good. Ugh, this card is just kind of whatever. I mean, it's good against in a race because it's efficient. Maybe I just haven't seen it in power yet. Like, if I bounce this would be really annoying, and I get the extra scry. Opponent attacks, okay. Interland Drake, alright, we'll toss this in. Just throw in as many flowers as we can, gum up the ground. Try to win the air, that's the name of the game. And hope the opponent doesn't have his own Fumigate. If the opponent has his own Field Mechanic, I can always bounce this back. So I'm fine with the first attack. The second attack, I might consider bouncing. Yeah, I'm fine with this. He gets one counter, but I'm at 27 life, which is reasonable. And then next turn, I can consider bouncing this to prevent the card advantage, draw, whatever. Wisp-Weaver Angel, that's a good one too. Okay, so now I'm going to have problems attacking into this thing. It's fine. And I want to select for inspection next turn. I can do it this turn, actually, which is funny. And I can get the Scry off of that. I want to do that. He'll have to replay it. I don't have to do it end of turn for the extra Scry. Let's just say go. And then if I attack all out, he blocks here, He's still not dead. We'll just pass a turn. And then hopefully we can find something. So if he attacks, I'm definitely bouncing it. And then by doing this, I guess he loses a blocker, which could be important. So I can kind of set him back. Who would have thought the rest? I'll keep that. Then hopefully he doesn't have some sort of save effect for Wisp-Weaver Angel. I guess now he can re-block again, but that's fine. I don't want him drawing cards anyway, so hopefully this resolves and I can take out the Angel. And I can attack. Well, if he doesn't have a balance spell for this, because that's going to blow me out, so maybe I should be careful here and not attack with a Dawn Fetter. Sure, I lose out on 3 damage, but I can't really risk this getting bounced, and then him getting back his Wisp-Weaver blocking my Dawn Fetter. So I missed out on 3 extra damage. I think I go for next turn because he didn't use it. He could be tricking me. Okay, Ether Swooper. Then is he going to tap out here? Okay, Revoke is kind of annoying, but I can still attack with the 2-powered. I mean, I might as well just attack with these, right? Yeah. I don't care about the extra 1 damage. I can still keep the token in case I get another Dawn Fetter. Well, it's kind of low, but I guess he'll draw 2 next turn. And I need to find something else to pump the team and go wide. So I missed on the 3 damage, which would put him on to 4. So that was actually pretty huge. I was afraid he had a trade wins, which could mess with me, or the stupid bounce permanent. And it would have been down, and he would have had his revoke privileges. Yeah, I'll let him hit me for 4. And hopefully he doesn't get anything good off of it. Propeller Pioneer is not bad. Is he going to make a 3-2? I think he might. Okay, so now I can attack with my 2-2 at least. If I attack with all, what happens? Block is only going to go get in for 4, so I don't think it's worth it. We just need to go wide enough and then kill him. Untethered Express, okay. So maybe it's time to offer to trade for the Hinterland Drake. I think I do. And then I can start attacking him for 1 per turn. The whole point now is I have to get his blockers out of the ground, and then I should be able to squeeze in for lethal. And if he's going to crew here and attack, this could be a disaster because I could squeeze in that extra point of damage and put him down to 1. I think the opponent might preferably stay back unless he has a follow-up. Okay, I'm not blocking this. Wow, even attacks with the Ether Swooper. Do I double block it? I think I do. He probably a pump spell, really? In blue-white? Okay, so like, okay, that's fine. We made him use it. So then how much damage happens when I attack with all next turn? He has 2 blockers. He's guaranteed to take 1 in the air. And then I guess he can fall to 3 unless he has another follow-up. Renegade map, that's fine. I think I attack with all this turn. Yeah, I don't think he has lethal, so I have to go for it. I can make a 1-1 servo as well here. So he can block a 1-1 here, block here, but then he's going to fall to 1. He's going to fall to 1, so he needs to have enough blockers to stay back next turn too. Hopefully no stupid bounce spell. So if I attacked with this, I could have won. I could have won already. Funny. Okay. No life gain, please. No flyer, please. And I'm not blocking this. Is he trying to enable? I guess he could have the 5 mana creature that gains 5 life when it enters the battlefield if he has the revolt thing. Please don't have it. No airdrop aeronauts, please. Is he trying to trick me? He might try to trick me here. I have to attack next turn. I could just attack with the flyers, though. Well, no, I should attack with all, because the ground creature can also get across. I think it's... Don't play the airdrop aeronauts. Don't cheese me, opponent. Please. I didn't ask for this. I'm definitely not blocking. No blocks. Yeah, the problem against this deck, I guess, is the opponent can have so much life gain that I even like these small pingers won't be enough. Okay, he just does nothing. Yeah, let's just swing the team and hope this works. I guess he could do some sort of weird like bounce effect with the Thopter Arrest, but he won't have enough blockers, I don't think. Against 3? Okay, let's see what he has here. Select, that's fine. And please no weird flicker. Okay, that's fine. Good games. And yeah, that's gonna be lethal. Great. I should have attacked with that Dawn Fetter. I was just afraid of again Ether trade wins, but the game could have been over a while back. So Fumigate is going to be pretty powerful against screen decks if I get it. So they try to go wide with their big creatures. I can Fumigate and just win the game from there. Funny. Opening hand, we have Inventor's Goggles. No blue mana. We're on the play though, so I guess I have to keep. Just going down a land where Neural Play is not worth it, but if I was on a draw, I would probably mulligan this. Or not. Not sure. I need to just hit my third land drop and I should be okay. Especially since this is an Artificer and it can become a 3/4 or a 4/5. I'm not sure what the math. I guess it would be a 4/6, right? It's good. And also run out Dragster first and start getting counters onto it. Sky Skiff, I can Fragmentize later. So now what? Probably just run out the Daredevil Dragster because hitting in for 4 is a lot. And then maybe surprise him with the Glint Sleeve Artisan. I can also Fragmentize this next turn and then run out a 3-drop as well. Night Market Lookout, so I definitely need to kill this before he starts draining me constantly. Yeah, gotta kill this next turn. Because the damage of this is definitely adds up. So, yeah, I think the play is this. We Fragmentize the Sky Skiff. And we Glint Sleeve Artisan, make a 1/1 token. So run this out, run this. Make a 1/1 token to block the Night Market Lookout, attach through the 3/4, and then attack for 4. And if the opponent wants to fly over the Night Market Lookout, that's fine. Like Prism is fine. Fourth Bridge probably taking out the token is kind of annoying. So he's gonna hit me for 3. So next turn, I probably just want to crew the Glint Sleeve Artisan in attack and keep this behind to block the flyer. I can also Thopter Rest, but I don't want to do on a 1/1. It seems kind of a waste. Then I might as well attack first, get my 2 cards, and then see if I want to run out land or not. Which I probably will. Okay, and I guess now I can Servo Exhibition. Then I can gum up everything. Daredevil Dragster. I guess I can exile artifacts, so I can also just get rid of this. Which I think is reasonable, although I could just run out Bomat Bazaar Barge and block it. I guess one thing he can do is he can eventually just crew this and fly over and hit me, but then I have Select for Inspection. So I think I go for this, and then attack for 2, and then if he tries to do the... I mean, I can also just not attack. That could be reasonable as well. Because if I attack, this would make it so that he would crew and attack back, but then I guess he can crew and yeah, I actually want him to attack. Yeah, I want him to attack. Let's attack for 2 and then get him to attack so then we can select for inspection and waste his turn. Because if I stay back, he's just going to keep crewing and draining me, and that's not fun. So probably need to Thopter Rest Market Lookouts. Or no, it's probably the Dragster still. This can start attacking for 5. And then by crewing this, he's forced to get this flying almost. Right? And then the thing is, too, if he decides to... tap it, he's in trouble. If he just taps out, I guess one thing I can do is I can arrest this and finally just attack. Keep keep a 1/1 back and take it from there. Puzzle, not sure. And then, yeah, I'm hoping he goes for this attack so I can waste his entire turn. Yeah, opponent attacks. Let's see if he pays it. And then we can bounce. And then Fumigate, I think I should keep just in case he takes over and I need to gain a bunch of life. So now we can crew for 3. The one thing we could do is just move this around. Like, yeah, I think we can do this. Crew for 3. Then move this to here. I guess we can move it twice. So I do want to keep this back as a blocker at least, or at least a flyer. So yeah, let's move it here. Run land out, attack for 8. 9, 10. I can hit him for 10 if I want, actually. That's actually important. Yeah, I think I attack for 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a lot of damage, so I don't care if he drains me. And then we'll just, I guess, if I want to move this. This makes it a beefier flyer. I'm probably going to Thopter rest this anyways. Yeah, I guess I move it here. Opponent can attack, maybe run out creature and crew, but he might have his own Fumigate, which can be kind of annoying too, so I need to be careful. Please don't have Fumigates. Yes, he does. Okay, so everyone has Fumigate. So I guess the game plan is just to keep locking his stuff down, and then if he tries to go wide, I use Fumigate to gain back my life. So opponent had it just like I did. I'll definitely take out this Daredevil Dragster if he just plays it out. Okay, he's going to do that. That's fine. I guess he might just make a token. Okay, that I'm definitely going to lock down because it's not a creature. Then I'm hoping he runs out of Serval next turn for me to I'll take some damage, but I'll regain the life back up to 7. And I think I run out land here as well. Oh, he gets to drain me. Am I dead? No, probably not. I'm close to dying, so I don't know. I could also do it here, but since I Fumigate, I think I'll risk it. Opponent will attack. I fall to 2. And then I can gain 3. And hope he doesn't have... I hope he follows up with something else. So then I can pay back what he did to me. Okay, so we can Thopter, we can Fumigate, and then they go. I guess he gets a 1/1 token that he can crew with the Sky Skiff, but that's okay. If I had an extra land, my Thopter arrest would be nice too. So then he can hit me for 2, but I can Thopter arrest the flyer. And then make a 1/1, block his 1/1. Okay, let's run this out. Get rid of this. And then I could keep up the Rebuke, but I think it's fine to just run out the Pioneer at this point. And we'll make a Servo whip here, and then I'm fine attacking for 5, keeping the 1/1 back to trade. Because I do need to race the opponent, and hopefully he doesn't run out something that I can't... that I could have countered. Okay, Young is annoying. So I'm fine trading here. And then hopefully I get a creature. Now if he runs the arrow now, okay, that's a problem. So, yeah, that's a problem. Do I trade? I mean, I'll die anyways if I take it. I might need a creature to cruise, so pick one. Ether Swooper, perfect. Yep. And I can even equip a goggles onto it, funny enough. Funny, I can even, like, equip back and forth. Do I have enough mana to convoke out the Metallic Rebuke, though? It would be 3 mana, which would require tapping my Bowman Bazaar Barge. So if I move it here, I have 3 mana left. I can crew an attack. But then if I move this back, then I won't have Metallic Rebuke. So I think the answer is just to say go. I could also attack for 1. Maybe 1 could matter, because if I hit him for 2, he's just dead. So, yeah, let's get him for 1. This is a 2-turn clock, so... And then I can still counter anything expensive that he just runs out, like a bounce spell. Aviary Mechanic. Okay, I guess that's okay. Because, I could counter this to prevent him from drawing a card, but I don't think that's necessary. Okay, I'll let that resolve. I need another creature to hold the fort. And that's just a land, not going to do it. Okay, so the game plan is I could put here, crew here, attack, but then I only get 1 block and I'm dead, so I need to keep back everything. And then hopefully counter an interaction spell that's not too cheap. So Die Young, it wouldn't work because I wouldn't be able to counter it. Plays a land, okay. He needs to control how many artifacts? 3 artifacts, only has 1, 2, alright. Land is not going to do it. Alright, if I gets another artifact, he can just search up something and that's going to be a problem, or he can just gain 1 life, which is also okay. Might have something here. Yeah, he might have top deck something good. It's a land, but the more lands he plays out, the harder it is for me to counter spells, and I'm just flooding as well. I guess one thing I could do is attack, but then, yeah, he gets attack back for 3. Like, the life drain from the night market lookout really mattered. Please tap out for something expensive I can counter. Like this test, but I can't counter it because it's... Yeah, I can't counter it because it's... You can pay for it. Alright. Rip. That was fun. But I drew way too many lands and Counterspell just did nothing for that game. It was a fun back and forth. I kind of expected my opponent to have Fumicate because of the way he played. Right, well, this is an interesting hand. I think it's a mulligan. I need my swoopers on 2. I don't have my 3rd mana. It's kind of clunky with the 4-drop and 5-drop. Like, if I get land 3 and I plop this down, it's okay. But I don't think I can keep this. This hand is also kind of whatever. I think I just bomb the Pioneer and then just keep the rest of these as better cards. White black. So hopefully no Night Market Lookout. I have to keep something bad in my hand. So probably going to discard an island if he activates the Implement of Malice. This card is a 2-for-1. They lose a card, you draw a card. But it's doesn't do much. I guess it triggers Revolt. Your ship ace, okay. And I can run out Glint-Sleeve Artisan if I wanted to. Or just run out the Hinterland Drake as a better blocker, which is what I'm going to do. If he attacks, do I block? Probably not. Because this Drake is a nice evasive threat that I want to keep around. Maybe see a Daring Demolition. Alright, on a 2-3, that's fine. And then the question is, do I even use Spire Patrol on this 2-1? Or do I save it? So if I run out Glint-Sleeve Artisan, I guess one thing I can do is I can still keep up the Rebuke, although the problem is I won't be able to attack with a 1-1. So maybe it's fine to just get this out first. To apply more pressure, and then next turn we can keep up the counterspell. That's annoying. Inventor's Goggles is pretty good. So we could also just run out the Goggles. Then I guess we want to offer to trade first. We could also equip onto attack and then consider equipping onto Ether Swooper. Let's attack. Opponent just blocks, okay. So do I want to keep up Metallic Rebuke and make this into a 2-3? I think I should. Or 2-4. It's kind of a good trade for him. Right, that's a good counter target. So glad I kept it up. And then I should make this into a 3-3 maybe, so he can attack past the 2-1. I guess with the Inventor's Goggle, that won't be necessary, so yeah, I'm down to just make a servo. Then the Goggles still makes this into a 3-4. Killer Bug, kind of annoying. I can Thought Rest, but I don't really want to against any of these creatures, so maybe it's fine for me to keep this back, attack for 1, run out the Filigree Familiar, or maybe I just attack with both. If he double blocks, I guess I don't mind trading for the Pillar Bug. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And then if he doesn't block, then I can Familiar and then double block the 2-3. Maybe we can bait out a combat trick. Hopefully no Implement of Malice making me discard my Thought Rest. Because we're already down a card in our mulligan. Ooh, red? What's going on? Maybe it's Tezzeret? No, it's not Tezzeret. I can't think of anything in the Mardu colors I would be afraid of. I will double block this though. You have a Pyro Helix, but I'm fine. I still get a card off of the Familiar, and I get to bait out his Pyro Helix. He just gains 2 here, which is okay. This. And then probably some sort of weird trick. Okay, nope, just a trade. And I'm up a card, so that's good. Fumigate, probably not what I need. I think I just keep land in hand, attack with both. And then do I move this? Won't be able to attack past his gear shift, but maybe I should because he would eventually find a blocker for this glint sleeve, so I think it's fine moving this here and start attacking for 2. Definitely not blocking. Could be his home Fumigate. Are we seeing double Fumigate games? Nope, just Fen Hauler, which I can lock down. So, yeah, let's stop to arrest this immediately. Then attack. So, yep, sometimes you just have to wait for the right opportunity to take out their scarier threats. Hopefully no big flyer. It's kind of awkward when you're head on board, but when you're behind, it's definitely a lifesaver. So right now it's not doing much, but eventually it will. I'm fine just attacking for 2 in the air right now. Opponent's going to try to race now. Servo Exhibition is quite good. So do I want to route Servo Exhibition or not? I think I do, because there's a chance I can just go wide and kill him next turn. Especially at 3 life, so let's go. And I'm definitely not blocking any of this. Oh, it still attacks. Interesting. He's no Fumigate. Engineer is fine. And then if I attack with Vol, I guess that would be lethal unless he has an answer. So if he has an answer here, what happens? He blocks here, blocks here, blocks here. I still hit him for 3. So I think it would have been a good attack. I haven't seen opponents use Subtle Strike, which is a good card, but I'm not sure why I never see any black opponents use it. Like the -1/+1 counter can definitely blow people out. So I'm really, really surprised I'm not seeing it. Alright, opening hands. Well, if I had blue mana, I would keep, but I think this is still a little bit too risky. Well, if I had blue mana, but it's too risky, I can't. And I'm on a draw, so I think this is a fine mull, and hopefully get an Ether Swooper in my next hand. No Ether Swooper, this is probably worse than the one we had previously, but I think we still gotta keep. Question is, what do I keep? Dawn Feather Eagle or Fumigate? They're both 5 drops. Maybe this is a game where I don't need Fumigate. And I can just get away with just curving out. Let's try it. Another Dawn Fetter, so if I knew I was going to draw a second Dawn Fetter, I would run it out. Skygate, okay, so maybe it's a control deck. So Fumigate is not going to be as important. Or some sort of Maverick Thopterist deck. Either Torch Renegade, kind of annoying. Right, I guess we can attach a Inventor's Goggle onto one of them. And then Bazaar Barge can maybe start going to town once we... Oh, okay, yeah, knew it. Okay, so I should have kept the Fumigate. Yep, this is going to end pretty badly if I don't get rid of this soon. I mean, at least I can start attacking with a 5/5. Fragmentize can answer this Consulate Skygate, but maybe they can find better targets. So he's going to make 2 Thopters, attack me for 2 in the air. Next turn I can run out Dawn Fetter Eagle, crew one of the smaller 1/1s, and take it from there. So this is not 5 power unless the opponent wants to do a bunch of blocks. So I think the first things first, I could Dawn Fetter Eagle and then crew, or I can crew first and then Dawn Fetter Eagle. I think it's better to crew first and then Dawn Fetter Eagle because the thing is, this can't attack anyways. So I might as well get a bonus off of turn this into a 6/6 in case he tries to do a triple block, but he probably has some sort of answer to his Dawn Fetter Eagle. I don't know if he wants to ping me in the face for 1,000,000 or something, but he can deal 6 to my face, and then make a Thopter, or he can just make 3 Thopter tokens and then chump block this Bazaar Barge. This makes it harder for him to block, and he's kind of forced to just maybe chump with the Skygate. I think it's worth attacking. Jumps with the 1/1, okay. So if I get a land next turn, I should fragmentize the Skygate so I can start attacking in the skies. Can make 2 1/1s, but that's still not enough. The land is good, so first things first, let's fragmentize this. Is this a bounce spell? Nope. And then, how do we want to sequence this? If I tap these guys down, he can then attack back, but then I guess I can crew the Bazaar Barge since it has Vigilance. Oh, it's probably going to trade for the Bazaar Barge, so it's better to just make this into a 6/6 before combat, so let's do this. Then let's run this out. Hopefully he resolves. Okay, he doesn't have any artifacts to do the whole thing, so then let's attack for 10. He can still make 2 Thopters to chump, which is kind of annoying. But at least I have board presence. I can take 3 from this Fireside Infiltrator if he wants to. Okay, just gonna do the Ether Torch Renegade. I'm not sure what this implies. I guess he rather makes Thopters than... I guess he might ping me for 6 in the face then. What's this? Luckily these creatures aren't tapped, so he Select for Inspection wouldn't work. I'm not sure what this is. If I was him, maybe I would just make a Thopter and chump, but maybe he made a bad block accidentally. Sure, I guess he has Welding Sparks. No, Welding Sparks. Yeah, Welding Sparks would get rid of this if he makes 2 Thopters. No, that would be 3. Okay, and Select. Okay, that's kind of cute. It deals 1 damage. I'm not sure. I think he was trying to point that at my face instead. Not sure what that did. I think he forgot to block first, but that's okay. So now this can now stay behind to block the Fireside Infiltrator if he wanted to. Opponent can make 3 Thopters, but that's okay. A Skygate again. The opponent is really trying to... I don't think I'm blocking this. Ooh, I should have blocked. Oh, yeah, I can block, I guess. Only forgot about this vehicle that got vigilance, so that's nice. Free card. So I can now attack with a 4/4 with the Inventor's Goggles on one of my Dawnfeather Eagles. And then the other one I can still crew for 3 and attack for 5. Or I could have moved it and then crewed it. Maybe that was better. Opponent's has a Mythic uncommon, but he's not really playing that many great cards, to be honest. Or playing well. Surprised he's not just making Thopter tokens. And I think I'm fine running out land, moving this onto... Doesn't really matter. I guess this, so then his 2/3 can't attack. Their Swooper. So he can make 3 Thopters, but that's still not enough to block all the block of 4/5 flying. With Thopter rest, so I'll probably just get rid of Ruler Virtuoso while I can. Or wait until he uses up all of his energy. I don't know, let's just do it now. And then I can start crewing the ground creatures and taking it from there. As opposed to not playing... the blue-red deck. I mean, he's running crappy cards like Consulate Skygate. No offense, but it's just not a good card. Alright, let's just move. I guess we want to crew the ground creatures first. Then keep this behind to block a flyer. Move this here. Then move the combat. We can attack. 9. He tries to do some sort of weird 5 double block. Block, that's okay. And then do I move this back? Guess I can just move it here for next turn. Or I can just move it back here so I can crew back 3 next turn, and then a 3/3 should be okay. So let's try this. Yep, same thing, crew. Back for 9. One's probably going to chump with the Skygate this turn and chump with a Thopter. But yeah, I'm just wearing him out. Honestly, Torrential Gearhook is scary. Okay, well, that's going to be a problem. I guess he can cast Select for Inspection. I guess I might as well select for Inspection my own creature. Save it if he tries to block it. Then maybe I just have to take 5 from this Torrential Gearhook. So he had a Gearhook, and I don't think it's worth bouncing it. Okay, he does that instead, so see him he keeps Scries to the bottom. He's gonna try to block my Bazaar Barge. And let's see, he tries to block one of my flyers, so before damage we want to bounce the Bazaar Barge and then scry 1 and then recast it, so land on the bottom, that's good. Out the Bazaar Barge. And yeah, hopefully we can make enough chump blockers. Have to take 5 here. I could, no, I can't block this with the Bazaar Barge. Maybe I need to keep this on defense now, as opposed to offense, even if he tries to attack, because taking 5 is a lot. If not, then I guess I can even put the Inventor's Goggles on the Bazaar Barge, but that's a little bit annoying. So I think I just attack with the Dawnfeather Eagle. Let's just try to wear away his stuff. And in blue, red, there also isn't any Leapers. There's Briral's expertise, but I don't think I need to be scared about that. Do I want to move this? Goggles. Becomes a 3-powered creature I can always crew and then double block. I lose my Bizarre Barge. Yeah, sure. And I'll say go. Now, even with a Torrential Gearhook, if you don't have the proper deck still, it's definitely not going to be good. The next turn I can attack with both. I guess I can even move it here, but this can trade better with against a 5/6. Yeah. Should I block? Meh, I think it's. I don't think I should block at this point. My opponent just concedes. Okay. That was a scary bomb, but luckily we managed to bounce our Bizarre Barge before destroyed and got some value out of it. So 3-1. So looks like blue-white's definitely a lot more of a slower deck compared to the other red decks. Since the white creatures don't necessarily hit hard on the ground, and then the blue flyers like don't deal as much damage, so it's all just about chipping away and then stalling the opponents and then trying to get in the last point for blue-white. We also didn't need Fumigate in that matchup as well, even though the opponent, I was really scared when he played the Whirler Virtuoso, but then I realized the rest of his deck, I mean, that terrible play of the 3/2 attacking meant that he wasn't the most experienced drafter. Alright, seems okay. We'll keep. If I can curve out with this all the way to turn 5, this would be insane. Do we even Fumigate in case we lose board presence? I have an awkward card with all of these other cards. Metallic Mimic. So I probably just attack for 2, make a 1/1. This can be kind of annoying, especially if his doors outlast ours. A 1/1 here. And then if he makes a big dwarf, I lock it down, just attack with all, and that can be okay. Hogwarts is a puzzle, so he should name maybe Servo. So I guess I just curve out here. I mean, because I just want to develop the flyer and then find blocking this token and then offering to trade for the 2/1. If he doesn't, he takes 5 and he'll take even more. So this is nice. Opponent's missing his land drop, so that's just going to spell disaster. And then fine just attacking with all, even if he eats a creature for free next turn. It's just a lot of damage. Could also run out Propeller Pioneer, but I think this is better. Just play on curve. Goggles. I see a removal spell. Then fine trading a servo token here. Then running out Propeller Pioneer, making a servo, I think. Or I can make this into a 3-2, although it would be lethal next turn anyways. But this is interesting. I think I give it a counter, because I don't have any more Anthem effects. Fine playing out land. In case he answers this and puts a ground creature, at least I hit for 3 as opposed to just 2. And if this only hits for 2, then it's a 3-turn clock. If it hits for 3, if it hits for 2, he has a 3-turn clock. If it hit for 3, it's a 2-turn clock. So yep, that was probably one of the best openers I could have. Alright, I do like Inventor's Goggles on 1. Makes a lot of 1 toughness creatures become more difficult to kill. I'll keep this. No 2-drops, but it still guarantees a 3. I'm fine running this out instead of keeping up a select for inspection for him to just replay a 1-drop. Hopefully, if we get a 2-drop, that would be nice. Ari Zev is really strong. Okay. This card can do a lot of damage. I don't think I should bounce it next turn because he can just easily replay it. So I could just get run over by a red aggressive deck, which is usually the case in this set. So I'll probably make a servo token next turn, equip the goggles onto Glintsleeve so I can hopefully double block this Karizev. I could also bounce Karizev right now. It's worth doing. It does stem the bleeding a bit more. In case he has a removal for Glintsleeve Artisan. And he has to replay it. So there's an argument for actually bouncing this back to prevent more damage, and I think it's worth doing. And I'm going to bottom the land here. And this seems like a match where Fumigate can definitely take over if the opponent's careful. So maybe the game plan is to attack in the skies. So one thing I can do this turn is I can also lock down Karizev attack for 3, but I'll take 2 on the way back. Not sure if that's worth it. I guess this can block the 1-2 unless he finds an artifact, and this can block the 1-3. So I think I go for the attack. And since this is locked down, there's no menace I need to be scared of. If he has a removal, I'll just take 2, which is okay. And then next turn I can just I can even move this here. So then I have a 2-2 that can block. But then if this gets an artifact, it's a 2-3. Okay, Hunt the Weak is annoying. Alright, I guess I just take 1, and this can block this 3-4. But Dawnfeather Eagle's nice, so that's a nice gift. I can hit for 4 and his Vigilance, so love seeing White's best common in action. I can still double block Karizev now, so we're in a good spot. And also move the equipment around to speed up the clock. Regen is a bomb. Okay, so now we are obligated to move the equipment here, but before we do that, let's Glimmer of Genius, main phase. Infiltrator is not going to be worth it. Filigree Familiar, also just kind of mopey. I think we bought them both. And then, this gains me 2 life, but I don't care. I just need to find some better stuff. Some way to remove this. I guess I might want to keep up Metallic Rebuke. But taking 4 is a lot, so I'm going to have to risk it here and hope he doesn't have anything. He decides to, since I tapped out. Please no fight spell. Reuse Hunt the Weak. Inventor's Goggles. Okay, that's going to be rough too, because now he can attack with the Free Jam Regent. And it's larger, so that's not easy. I guess I'd have to take 5. So next turn I probably need to set up some weird double block against this, but I guess it can just kill all my stuff. This card is just so good. I need a Thopter Rest. Yeah, next turn it can just kill me, so I'm kind of forced and obligated to... I mean, I guess it's not even enough. So yeah, having him tap out for Free Jam Regent was huge. And I don't think I can chump block this all day, so good games. I should maybe, yeah, kept up the rebuke, and maybe I was fine not getting a flyer. The Free Jam Regent is just such a powerful rare. I didn't expect them to actually just have it. But it would have been a pretty good counter, for sure. Sometimes you just have to take a gamble. And that was the wrong choice. Yeah, I think I could have been fine just taking a hit instead of moving the equipment onto the 4/5. I mean the 3/3 flyer. Like if I countered the Free Jam Regent, I think I could have won that game. But I kind of thought the opponent was flooding since he had a bunch of lands and just passed the turn, did nothing. Alright, this is an interesting hand. I'll keep Fumigate's kind of awkward with this curve, but always a nice backup. Karizev, another game with Karizev. So interesting. I think I'm kind of obligated to just run out the Infiltrator and try to race. And then maybe lock down Karizev the next following turn. Like, it's kind of awkward to Fumigates, but I just presume... I guess if I get a bunch of lands, all I need to do is just kind of stall the opponent as much as I can. I need to get land 5 and then hold on to everything else. I think I just run out this Glint Sleeve, make a 1/1, and the question is, do I even attack? Say as removal, I think I attack here. 3's a lot. And then I can still double block Kari unless he has removal. If he has removal and I don't get a land, I guess I can Thopter Rest Kari. Fine with double blocking here. Could see a Subtle Strike. Interesting attacks. The opponent could just have a Subtle Strike here. So how do I play around Subtle Strike? Oh, never mind. A License, and I take 3. Okay. So, I guess I might as well Thopter Rest next turn. And maybe try to outrace him that way. Yep, let's get rid of this. I'm missing my land drops as well. Then smack for 3. Which I think is worth doing. Ballista Charger. So I really need my Fumigate here. So this is not good. I guess I might as well attack because this can just kill my creature. I guess he needs to crew 3. Alright, let's run out this Daredevil Dragster, maybe take 6. And then lose my 3/1. Yep, there it is. So all I need to do is miss a couple land drops and I lose the game. This flies too, so GG's. Can't even heal land. Alright, never mind. Let's move on to another draft. This was just a very unfortunate one. Had a good deck, but yeah, just couldn't hit my lands, and that's what usually happens in games of Magic sometimes. Alright, 4 and 3, not the worst, but not impressive. If I lose quickly again, I can maybe fire off a third draft. Alrighty then, pack one, pick one. Kaladesh Remastered. We opened up not that great of a rare. This is kind of for the +1/+1 counters deck. It can be kind of fun. Like you play this on turn 1, and then if you put 1/1 counters on a creature, you can pay 1 and just make servo tokens. Can be kind of a fun build around, but I'm just going to take Ether Chaser here. This card gets a little bit too complicated. Yeah, okay, choose a counter on target permanent player. Get that permanent, so you can just keep stacking up counters. So excellent in the black-green deck, but I'm still just going to take the one of the best commons in the set, just to keep things easy. And this set is fairly aggressive, given how powerful red is, so I'm going to take the Ether Chaser. And after Ether Chaser, could take the Chandra's Revolution. There's also Wisp Weaver Angel, Restoration Gearsmith, Thriving Rhino. Chandra's Revolution isn't the best red common. It's a good card, but I can argue taking the Wisp Weaver Angel, maybe draft another red-white deck again. And it's an uncommon, and this is a common, so if red's open, I can maybe see one of these later. It's kind of close. This can be more fun. This is just a solid red card. You know, I might just take Revolution. I haven't been impressed with this card that much now that I think about it. It's fine. Yeah, I don't think this is like a bomb uncommon. It's a good card, but I'm going to take Revolution. Maybe we'll just stick with red and see what happens this time. We'll take Welding Sparks. That's good. Over Demolition. Don't care about the Windkin Raiders that much. Sparks, so Ether Chaser, Welding Sparks, Chandra's Revolution. Good start to draft. And we'll take Fairgrounds Warden over Gifted Etherborn. I think red-white is obviously better than red-black. White is deeper than black. And this is white's best uncommon. So, I mean, I think maybe the Aerial Responder could be better. I won more games with that than this. But both are great cards. We'll take it. If the Etherborn is black's best uncommon. Right, there's a Essence Extraction, but after taking a white card, I feel like I should just take Lin Sleeve Artisan. Um, looks like someone's going to be happy being in black because this is a good card. This is one of White's best commons, and I guess we'll just try to finish the second video with another Boros boring deck. And after taking Fairgrounds, I feel the need urge to just take Glint Sleeve. So let's see if this Revolution was the correct choice over the 6/6 flyer. I mean the 6 mana 4/4 flyer. Maybe we end up with Daypala again, and we can pump our Dwarves. Dawnfeather Ego, yeah, we'll take this over Glint Sleeve. Yeah, and yeah, this looks like it's another red-white deck. Which is better than blue-white, by the way. We're going to have more explosive starts, and we should be able to close games out more quickly. Take a Blossoming Defense pretty late. Don't care about Fragmentize as much. Pretty good green uncommon. Can be used as a pump trick to save a creature or to protect it from removal or interaction. 1 green, just so efficient. And maybe take Ether Trade Wins. Pack is just not good. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Ether Swooper late as well, since I don't think Blue Drafters value that card. I already have one. I'll take Hunt the Weak. So we can kind of just be almost anything still, but I'm leaning towards red-white. Like I wouldn't draft black unless I have the rares, powerful rares, mythics, and then some of the few good uncommons, and I get a million night market lookouts and daring demolitions, and I'm in reds or green. So yeah, I don't care about Bastion. We should have enough 5s. These cards all suck. Just take a hijack. Makes sense if we're like red white, but it's double red, which is not easy to cast. So it's kind of just a bad card anyways. Like these steal and stack effects are really good in other sets, but in this set especially, not very convenient. Okay, let's see the next pack. Wildest Dreams, I don't think is really a bomb. I think we just take another Ether Chaser. If Ether Chaser wasn't his pack, would I take Ether Swooper? I think I would, just to speculate on the blue-red deck. And it's just so powerful. And then maybe Power Heals. I don't know. Maybe I would still take Silver D's too, assuming I can get one later. But Ether Chaser is very good, and it's in the colors where we want to be. So there's also Wildest Dreams. Fine, card's fine. Green can grind a bit, but it can also be aggressive. And if you play in like red-green, Wildest Dreams is kind of an awkward card. Green-white. I'll take Goggles. Goggles is great. Nothing much else here. There's a Metallic Rebuke. Druid. Goggles with Ether Chaser is broken. We can still be red-green because I saw these two cards pretty late in the first pack. Our white cards are like better, but Hungry Flames. Okay, yeah, I like Hungry Flames. Also like Revolution, but Hungry Flames is just a better card. Instant speed. Revolution, I like the fact that it does lock down a land. It is sorcery speed though, but it kills a lot of stuff too. Hungry Flames is great. It's awesome. There's another Glint Sleeve Artisan. Self-Assembler, pick 4, but this is a safer pick. Pick another Artisan. Narda Renegade, also decent. Black's best comment, Night Market Lookout, but it seems like the energy blue, like green, seems to be quite popular in this set. So it's not the easiest ending up in some sort of blue-green, like fun energy sort of thing. And blue seems to be kind of cut and dry. Fact, so. Wow, another Hungry Flames. Yeah, I'll just play another copy. I need to make sure I get enough creatures, but this card's just too good to pass up. Audacious Infiltrator might consider taking over Revolution, since I again need more creatures. Otherwise, we just end up with a bunch of non-creature spells in an aggressive deck, which is kind of weird. Amazing white cards. There's Prophetic Prism. I guess Gear Secret Serpent is a weird chance we end up in blue-red. So, sure. And there's a late Leave in the Dust. There's also Cogworker's Puzzle box, which isn't a very exciting 2-drop to play anyways. So, sure, I'll take Leave in the Dust. There's a weird world where we end up blue-red still. Even though Ether Swooper was probably just taken. It does seem like maybe white's being contested more on my left-hand side than the right-hand side in the first pack. Because I think the Wisp Weaver Angel probably sent a signal for them to be taking, maybe green-white cards. I mean, yeah, green... the green... green-blue card still, or green-white, sorry. Built to Smash is decent. I kind of just like one copy of this card now that I think about it. This card can be really bad if you're on the back foot. It doesn't do anything, but if you're ahead, this card can just blow people out. Alley Evasion, don't care. Ornamental Courage, I don't know. None of these really big deal, I don't think. Metallic Rebuke, okay, pretty late. Okay, alright, I can maybe get behind this sort of blue-red deck. If I open up a Maverick Thopterus, I'd be really happy. Not much else here. I never play this card, just so bad. I guess this is a way to deal with a problematic artifact, but it's so expensive. Self-assembler. Oh, I'll take Inspired Charge. I don't think we're doing the self-assembler thing at this point. It's just gonna be weird, like taking other cards, like considering taking this over other cards. I think I'll take Inspired Charge though. So Jeskai is where we want to be. Yeah, this is one of the biggest bombs in this set. This is also Mythic uncommon. It'd be insane passing up Cloud Blazer, pack one, pick one, but I would still pass it up over Quicksmith Rebel. This card's nuts. Basically, you can turn any artifact you control into tap. This artifact deals 2 damage to any target. So it's pretty stupid. And it could just be an artifact on the battlefield already. You play this, like quote unquote, like enchant this or target this, tap in Inventor's Goggles, and deal 2 damage, kill the creature. Insane card. Gonna take Quicksmith Rebel. Definitely one of the best rares I can open. And this card's also insane. Rish card's ridiculous, but I don't think we're in green. There's a pacification array, which keeps us open. I feel like there's a possibility we're still in white. I do like Ether Swooper, though. Card is really good. I gotta take the pacification array. I feel like white could be open still, given our first pack. But this card is a mythic, like a bomb as well. But array just fits in any deck, and I'm still happy playing this in an aggressive deck. Okay, there's Long Tusk Cup, but we're gonna take Ether Swooper now. Is there a chance we could have been in red-green? I don't think so, because like we just didn't see any good green creatures in the second pack. So like since we didn't see green in the second pack, the person to my right is not getting the green. So we'll take Ether Swooper now. And more Metallic Rebukes, or Sweatworks Brawler, I guess. Keeps this open still. So it's the fight between white and blue's winning the battle right now. There's just more blue cards. Both are kind of close. I think white could be slightly better than the blue cards I currently have. But yeah, we could go red, white, red, blue. Yeah, the Long Tusk Cub, Mythic uncommon. Now we come to this pack which has no good blue cards, so we'll take a good white card, Gearshift Ace. So maybe I think white's better with our red cards. I feel like because we have more creatures and they support creatures more. It's kind of weird. What is this doing? Do I just take a second Inspired Charge? Maybe I do. Maybe this is a weird deck where I play double Inspired Charge. Not that many creatures. Maybe I just speculate on this. I think I speculate now. It's getting late, so. Wow. Okay. I guess I take Cogworker's Puzzle Knot. This is weird. Why do you have to do this to me, game? I gotta have a deck. I don't have enough playables. I'm gonna take this Cogworker's Puzzle. I might even have to play this card too. Ether Inspector is so bad. Maybe this is a weird deck where I do just run Hijack. Yeah, I just take another Cogworker's Puzzle Knot. Or P5. Yeah, I could have been blue, red, now that I think about it, because there's this Shrewd Negotiation. I don't know. I think it's just red, white. I also don't have, whatchamacallit, the other cards, the Thopter Makers, Maverick Thopterus, and Dawnfire Eagle even made it back. I guess blue-white was the open deck because there's a Cloud Blazer like pick 9, which is insane. But the red cards were also just so open too. So this was another one of those weird drafts where we saw insanely good red cards, assuming red was a more open than than white or blue, and then like we end up with a bunch of blue-white cards. So strange. Maybe this is a weird deck where I also run this Runeless Gremlin. Not sure. 10 creatures? Okay, I guess these count as creatures in a row. Okay, I can run a Fragmentize. I can get behind this. Alley Evasion probably sucks. This counts as a creature, so I'll keep that in mind. Then... Metallic Repeal. Like, stop scaring me. This is a good common. Okay, I think this is a weird deck where we do have to run Runeless Gremlin because we don't have enough creatures. Ah, this is strange. Okay. I think, again, our red cards make more sense than our blue because the curve is just better. And we weren't going to get a bunch of Ether Swoopers anyways. I don't really want to play a 5-mana 5/5 for nothing. This card could also work, but it sucks. Okay, let's just try this. This is a weird deck. Or a Hijack. Hijack is probably better than, like... Yeah, forget this card. This card sucks. Let's actually try to Hijack. It can be kind of fun. Let's give this a shot. So if I went red-blue, I would have a bunch of counter spells, but not any, like, zero, almost literally zero creatures. This is a strange draft, for sure. Alright, there's this hand. No early artifacts. Do I still keep this? I don't think so. I think I can have a better hand. Let's mulligan. Okay, this hand is slightly better, and I'm fine ditching the planes because I need double red for Hijack, of course, so we'll keep this. And then we can cheese out this Sweatworks Brawler on 3, assuming this survives. Also no vehicles, but this is just a 2/1 first strike. So it's above average 2-drop. But I guess the opponent's asleep. I guess it's a free win if he's asleep. Oh, never mind. Ether Chaser versus Ether Chaser. I do want to make my token. I don't think I'm blocking. And then so I can run out the Sweatworks Brawler next turn. Or I can consider the Glintsleeve Artisan. And then like we can do something funny. Maybe like a 2 mana and then I would need to hit land 4 to do the funny thing. And his opponent's just also just going off. It's kind of silly. Okay, so what's the plan? I could just run this out and make a 1/1 token. I guess I need to attack, right, first? Let's attack. And then, if I run this out and make a token, next turn I can play this for 2 mana and this for 2, so I think I go for this. And I don't think I'm attacking with, blocking with the, servo tokens. I'll block with the Glintsleeve Artisan. If he decides to trade. The opponent's probably just running the same deck as I am. I'll take 2. Glintsleeve Artisan. Okay, so we're just gonna have a weird, like, board style deck. Ooh, Built to Smash. Interesting. I think I'm fine attacking, and if he does some sort of weird block, I can Built to Smash. Like if he tries to triple block, I can just Built to Smash, but nope. Now we can do this. And then do this. Maybe we should attack with the Glintsleeve Artisan as well. I like having 2 first strikers, which is nice. Plays very, very well with Built to Smash. I could just attack with all these creatures next turn and then try to determine what I should do. Oh, wow, that's good. Okay, I guess we'll be taking a crap ton of damage. I find trading the first striker... No, actually, this is better, right? I go like this. I go like this, and I just take it. I mean, this is a lot of damage, but I think I'm still going to take it. Have to take it here. And then I can Hungry Flames away this Dawnfeather Eagle. Question is, how do I want to attack? I think I'm fine attacking like this. Maybe keep a first striker back. Guess I'd rather keep this back then. Nah, I'm fine sending this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 5, which is pretty low. I can still block. Nah, I keep a first striker back. Let's go. Kind of liking this block here if he makes it. He double blocks my Sweatworks Brawler. The build to last is pretty good. Interesting. Let's see if he even wants to block. Dawnfeather was pretty huge. Maybe the opponent knows I have a build to last, which kind of sucks. Okay, so I do need to... I do have some good blocks. Trade here, block here, double block, fall down to 3. Assuming the opponent doesn't have any pump spells, but I can't play around pump spells at this point. I have to go for the... hopefully no Hungry Flames. Yeah, it probably has some sort of removal, I'm assuming. Okay, sure, but I can still block. So how do I want to do this? Block here, chump. Let's see, I fall to 1, and what happens next turn? I can attack with all. Blocks here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is still not enough. If I do this, I'm dead. I think I need to chump here, otherwise it's gonna die. So I need a good top deck, like a Dawnfeather Eagle. I guess Dawnfeather Eagle will not do it as well. Dawnfeather Eagle, okay, so yeah, I guess this could work. And I can still block everything on the way back, so let's attack. He's forced to block. Wow, that was a nice top deck. Alright. Games are very clutch. So I think someone moved into whites during my draft, and that was kind of what made the draft kind of awkward when they shouldn't have been in white. I would never know. Who knows? Alright, double Ether Chaser. Maybe I can get behind that, and maybe we can get white mana. If not, we still have 3 spells we can cast. I'll try it. I don't know why people play Unbridled Growth. Yeah, sure, it allows you to fix, but you still need to tap out for it. So, strange card. So that's going to put a halt to my Ether Chaser. Maybe we can Hungry Flames on 3, although I could Hungry Flames, but he could have a better target, so maybe I'm better off making a 3/3 Glint Sleeve, which can then attack. Opponent scries on his upkeep, doesn't even bother. Consider blocking the Ether Chaser, potentially. Interesting. Roller Virtuoso I have to kill, so yeah, that's cannot stay. So let's just Hungry Flame this immediately before it gets out of hand. I can make a Thopter, but I can make an attack. If he keeps making these, it's just game over, so... Also not taking out Ether Chaser is kind of rough. Next turn, I think I'm still double spelling, even though this Glint Sleeve can become a 3/3 that can attack into this Theorist. I also don't think it's worth killing this, to be honest. I guess he can Fireforger's Puzzle Knot and kill this Ether Chaser. I forgot that he can activate this for 3 mana, so I should have been more careful. So he might just activate and kill my Ether Chaser. Yeah, he's probably going to do that before I make a token. I have a Pyro Helix as well, so... Oh, rip. There goes my threats. So the question now is... I probably just turn this into a 3/3, or maybe it's still worth turning this into a 1/1. Because I might still go wide and... go off with a Dawnfeather Eagle. This is also instant speed, so I didn't have to do this, so we'll see go. Uses the last scry, hopefully just pings a 1/1 end of turn. If he plays something large, I can destroy it. Okay, Self-Assembler. That's kind of annoying because he can... That's annoying because he can just play a second one. And I can't even attack past this, so I kind of am obligated to destroy this. If I attack with Fall, he still eats a 1/1, so maybe I should have made this into a 3/3 instead. Well, okay, so maybe the game plan is just to survive this 5-powered creature and then try to fly over to win. See if he taps out for something I don't really care about. Land here, otherwise I can't make a good attack. He gets land, of course. Alright, this doesn't look good. This Dawnfeather Eagle looks pretty bad. I guess I just wait for him to attack and then run it out and try to attack back. Yeah, it's not looking good. I guess I might as well run it out. Maybe I can top deck something better next turn anyways, but this is not good. Rich Scale Tusker, of course, the better Dawn Eagle variant. So I'm obligated to trade now. Or not. Maybe I should just take 5 and... Yeah, this isn't looking good. The Fireforger's Puzzle Knot and the Chandra's Pyro Helix is what got me. I should have realized that this Puzzle Knot dealt with the Ether Chaser, but I would have had to play them out anyways. So there's just a lot of ways to punish 1 toughness in this set, and if you aren't careful, the opponent can just 2-for-1 you. This is another draw. Almost seemed like a draw because like someone's profile exploded. Okay, nope. This seems keepable. I need to hit some land drops. We're on the play, so I think I gotta keep this. Sadly, no vehicles for Gear Shift Ace, but still fine creature. Also not, of course. Yeah, the 2-for-1s just keep coming. So yeah, there's a lot of ways to deal with 1 toughness, and now he just gets good. Okay, I'll just play out Puzzle Knot, might as well. Maybe then they'll eat a servo instead of something else. Eagle. Alright, I might as well make a servo end of turn. Opponent's probably gonna do a whirler. Virtuoso deck again. Chief, I gotta kill with Hungry Flames. Yeah, I think this is a good target to get rid of. Don't think there's a 1-mana bounce spell. Alec Rebuke, that's good. I gotta kill this, so yeah. Double red or double blue, probably doesn't matter. If he plays Roller Virtuoso, I'm toast. Okay, Ether Chaser is also very annoying, it just blocks my stuff. And he has a Puzzle Knot, so not in a good spot. This is a game where I probably just need to run out the Dawnfeather Ego and attack him in the air if I get a land. Built to Smash doesn't look good. Goggles. Yeah, I guess Goggles is nice. Allows me to block fairly well, and if he tries to use the Puzzle Knot, I guess I can use Built to Last to protect my servo. Which will also kill the Ether Chaser. So I think I'm fine blocking and then trading the half of the Puzzle Knot. I guess it is still a 2-for-2 because this will also die, so I'll take this exchange. Hopefully he doesn't have another interaction to blow me out, so yep. At least that's gone. And I can still attack for 3 if I run out a Dawnfeather Eagle. Or a Sweatworks Brawler, so could attack first. I guess it's not really a good attack, so I guess what I can do is I can still... Nah, I don't think it's worth using Pacification Array. Just do this. Then say go. We can end of turn tap something down and attack for 4. Because he has 5 toughness. Gear Seeker Serpent. So maybe I shouldn't tap something down. And save this tap for next following turn. I guess if I tap this down and I get Dawnfeather Eagle, I can get in a good attack, but he can just chump it. So, yeah, I think it's better off to just make a 1-1 for now and then just keep this tap down. Can Fragmentize the Eager Construct too. I guess it's worth doing. And then I guess I can tap this down on his turn and then he won't have enough blockers. And then I can attack for 4 and just keep tapping his stuff down. I can also... never mind. I guess he just gets a self-assembler. Yeah, this is probably a whiff. This draft seems like I'm just against really powerful opponents, and even if I run this Dawnfeather Eagle in attack, he can just double block, so I'm just going to concede. And do I even want to play the second game of this? I might not even have enough time to do a third draft if I do a third game, so maybe I could just... No, I think I can run this. This is like the second game in this deck where we got by the the self-assembler. At least if I just do a third draft, I can maybe draft something different. I guess since these are the final hours of Kaladesh remasters, everyone wants to. I'll keep this hand. A lot of people just want to. A lot of good players want to just draft it before it's gone. So come across a lot of really strong decks. It's kind of awkward if I don't have a Glint Sleeve Artisan on 3 next turn. I even want to lock this down. If he kills this, then he just gets energy again. So I might turn 3 do absolutely nothing. Okay, so he's Soul Tie, so splashing black, maybe for Tezzeret or something. Binding Constrictor, I'm fine locking down. Yeah, let's run this out. I could attack first. Maybe he decides to block. I can use a combat trick instead, which could be better, so let's go for the attack first. Basically just takes it. Could also get the token, but this is a lot scarier if he starts loading up counters, especially in green and black. Given I have a combat trick, I think it's fine attacking with both. I'm not going to Inspire Charge here, because I don't feel the need to, but if he tries to do some sort of pump effect, I can still give my creature indestructible. I guess it's not an artifact creature, but maybe it has enough stats to survive. So let's see what he tries here. Maybe Subtle Strike. Okay, yeah, it's probably Subtle Strike here. And if that's the case, let's let that resolve first. And then I can cast Build to Last, which can kill this token. Waste his Subtle Strike, so yeah, that was good. Riparian Tiger. This is hard to attack into. I could hijack and get an attack across. Doesn't even use his energy. And then, yeah, I could maybe just hijack attack. And then the next following turn, since he attacked with both creatures, then I can just Dawnfeather Eagle and swing on the way back. I think that's better than running out Dawnfeather Eagle and not even attacking. And then a good hit, and then this might even force him to stay back if he's not careful. This is kind of a dead card now. I mean, I traded this for life, essentially. But the problem is that... I'm down a card now. Okay, so this is annoying, so I probably can only attack with a gear. Shift Ace if he decides to attack, which can get chumped. He's not even going to attack with... Oh, he's going to attack with a Tiger. Sure, so I'm going to take a lot of damage this turn. And then I probably need to find a turn where I can maybe chump. And then doesn't even use it. Make a 1/1. Interesting. I guess he wants to draw 3 cards, which is could be relevant too. If I put him down to 6 and then... Oh, he doesn't even bother. Okay, that's interesting. So let's play out the Dawnfeather Eagle. Attack for 3. If he didn't have his Death Touch, I would be doing the extra 2 damage, which could matter a lot. Just takes it, and I can run out the Inventor's Goggles. This 4/4 is going to be a problem. Okay, but luckily he's going to be out of energy, so I can afford to take 4 again, since that's a 3-turn clock, and then maybe we can attack with all using Spar Charge eventually, once we get this blocker out of the way. I can even equip this here, funny enough, to block here. But maybe it's better to equip here, attack for 4. If he doesn't block, I can Inspire Charge and win. If he isn't careful. And I can always just move it back without the Inspire Charge. Okay, so he uses Hunt the Weak. But luckily enough, With him doing this, he doesn't get the extra counter. I still take 5, which kind of sucks. That's okay. I'm just hoping I can equip this Inventor's Goggles and have my creature go and block the next turn. By Inventor's Goggles here, well, I guess Built to Smash. It's Trample. So if I attack for 3, he blocks. I can Built to Smash, Trample over for how much? I can Trample over for 3, and then Inspire Charge is not lethal. So this is interesting. I could attack, and then, yeah, if he doesn't block, I can kill him. If he blocks, then I guess I can chump. So that makes sense. Let's move the attacks and just attack for 3. Hope he doesn't block. Okay, so he doesn't block. We can do this. Then we can just, I guess he's dead anyways. Let's just show him the Inspired Charge. Okay. So we finally got 2 out of the deal. I guess it was lethal. I miscounted. I thought Built to Smash was +2/+2, but it turns out to be +3/+3, so never mind. If he blocked, he would have only had 2 toughness against 6 power, so it would have fell to 4, and then I would have used Inspired Charge to kill him. So. Well, we have a 2-drop. Maybe we can draw into something good. I mean, 1-drop, 2-drop. If we draw too many lands is a problem, but I could get behind keeping this as long as we get some creatures going. If we flood out, obviously that's bad, but we're on the draw. We can maybe have more chances. I think I'll try it. This is, again, a weird red... okay, Sweatworks Brawler is nice. This is kind of a weird red-white deck, which is kind of lacking creatures. Okay, so now I can puzzle... Not if I puzzle not, then I can I cast this? This is still 2 mana to cast next turn. So it's better off to just run a Gear Shift Ace, and then I can just run this out anyways next turn. Welding Sparks. Yeah, if I run this out, that's not enough. So let's just do this, and find attacking for 2 or staying back. I mean, should I stay back? I mean, yeah, maybe this first strike is important. If he has Subtle Strike, that would suck, so maybe I should get in for 2 and try to race. Like, Red-Black can be aggressive too, but I think Red-White is a more aggressive deck. And we have ways to tap his stuff down too, so I think we should be fine. Just constantly turning my stuff sideways. Blocks. That can definitely go. I should, however, attack first. Because there's a chance he blocks, and I can just use Built to Smash. Not another play I can make is I can tap this down and then run out Cogwalker's Puzzle Knot. Maybe that's just better. And then kill this later. And I should have enough artifacts where this does a lot of damage. So I don't really care about you know, using this immediately. I just want to be mana efficient. And this array just does a great job at doing so. And then we can always Welding Spark, sack the Puzzle Knot. This turn. I can even just keep this locked down indefinitely and save this for something else. But it's probably better, the most safest to kill this because this is a scary card. And then use this for something bigger. He calls off a Subtle Strike to kind of blow me out too, so I could save this for that. Arctic Reunion, not a card I would ever play. Okay, Siege modification, so the opponent is playing some janky cards. Vengeful Rebel, okay, that's fine. So, I guess this can block the Vengeful Rebel. I might as well just kill this now then. This card can be kind of scary. Then find attacking both, and then play out the Ether Chaser. Can in turn block these two, unless this gets missed. So maybe we can get up to 4 wins with this deck to make up for the first 2 games, or the first 3 games that we had. Next turn I can just tap something down and attack for 8. I also have Built to Smash as security. Card's pretty good. It's not bomb, but a really good rare. I think I would still first pick this. Becomes a real threat. It can catch, if you have a bunch of red in the late game, you can catch the opponent off guard and just smash in for a lot of damage. Alright, hijack. I don't care about taking 9. Okay. 6, 7, 8. I'll take 8. Good games. Double hijack. Okay, okay. Let's get our 4th win, and even if we lose, that's fine. Just fire off another draft again. Well, no creatures, but we have goggles. Is this still a keep? Well, it's really awkward if I get some creatures and nothing appears. So I think I have to mulligan this hand, sadly. Or I can try it, maybe get land 3 for Hungry Flames to deal with something and then take it from there. This is a mull. Okay, this is a keep. Finally see a Quicksmith Rebel. Definitely a better keep than our opening hand. Wow, we even got the goggles on turn 1, so just top deck a 2-drop, and then we will have the perfect start. I'm hoping to see this card in action. I didn't take it for nothing. Alright, this Skygates, I can get behind that as well. Don't care about the Skygate that much. And then next turn we can make a 4-powered Glint Sleeve Artisan, or we can still make it 3/4, and if he decides to block, we can surprise him with a Quicksmith Rebel the next following turn to destroy this. Maybe that's the better option. A 3/3 isn't that bad though, because that might obligate him to. Yeah, let's do this. I haven't done the counter stuff in a while, and this is a 4/5, so this just makes things more convenient. So then he just can't block, and then we can take out the Sage of Shayla's Claim with the Quicksmith Rebel next turn. But first things first, I think we attack. In case he has some sort of pump trick, and maybe we can use Hungry Flames to blow him out. Yeah, he's going to try that, and then we can blow him out of Hungry Flames as opposed to using the Quicksmith Rebel. Less mana efficient, but I think this is more powerful. So he has high Spartan Infusion, I have to assume, and then if we get him, this will be a good 3-for-1. Who doesn't even bother? Okay. So do I just run out Quicksmith Rebel? I think I do. I don't think there's any instant speed fight spells in white and green here. Then we can. I want to put on the Quicksmith Rebel. I think I might as well. Nah, just gonna attack with the 0/4 Cell Decline and say go, and then we can always use this end of turn. So I don't understand. So that was a pretty interesting chump. And then I can activate this, deal 2 to his face. It's quite powerful. Then I don't think I want to use the Fairgrounds Wardens yet, but I will attack for 4 here. Not going to attack with the 3/2 because that can get in harm's way, especially with a pump spell. The opponent blocks, that's good. See what he has. Okay, that just gives it indestructible. I don't really care. I guess I just run out Ether Chaser and pass. So I could put this on Ether Chaser, but it can't attack past the 4-powered wall. So, or I guess with the Quicksmith Rebel it can, since I can just finish it off. You know what? Let's do it. Let's try this. And then I can still attack with both next turn into this 1/3, I suppose. And then I can always use this to finish off the Consulate Skygate. But the opponent has just been throwing cards away for free and giving me essentially just a free win, so I'll take it. Alright, opening hand. Not the best hand. We have Cogworker's Puzzle Knot, a bunch of red spells. I think we gotta try better again, because if we draw a white spell and no white mana, we're doomed, so... Well, this hand also sucks. But can I really afford to discard it? I think I have to go down to 5 with this. And this hand also sucks. Alright, I guess we just ditch this and ditch the build to last and hope for the best. At least maybe the goggles with the Glint Sleeve Artisan can go to town, hopefully. But we're down 2 cards against the green deck, so we're probably going to lose this, but we can do a second draft quickly. Ooh, Sweatworks Brawler. That's a good draw. I can also Glint Sleeve Artisan, make a servo. And then if I get a 2-drop, or that would be great, but I don't have any 1-drops, so I think I'm just going to fire this off, attack for 4. And then next turn we can, once we get in for 4, we can attach this onto this, making this into a 3-power creature that can attack past the Ether Theorist. Rogue Refiner, quite good. So now the question is, if I attack, he's obviously not going to block, but if I run out the Glint Sleeve Artisan, do I want to put the goggles into it? I think I do, because it just becomes a 3-4, but then I guess later this doesn't attack well. But he might just have enough blockers by then, but then I guess I built a Smash to do some good work, so maybe this is fine. Attack for 4, Artisan, and then question is again, do I move it? If I move it, it is a good blocker, but it's not necessarily a good attacker. I don't think I move it, and I keep it onto the Sweatworks. If he attacks with a Rogue Refiner, I'm fine maybe blocking it then. So then he goes down a blocker, and I'm going to start applying more pressure. Because my only ways to win now, since I mulligan down to 5, is to just get his life total as low as possible, since he's going to be up ahead in cards. Okay, now if he's going to do this, then I'm fine attacking and using Build to Smash to blow him out, so I think I got to go for it. I guess the other option is to move this, and then he gets a good double block on one of them. That's fine, and then now we can Build to Smash. Opponents can still scry. Problem is, like, the green creatures are so large. Not going to be easy beating the opponent, being down 2 cards. And he's also played a Rogue Refiner, which is a Mythic Uncommon. Not Mythic Uncommon, but very good Uncommon. And yeah, he's just going to have way more cards, so I don't think I want to waste my time playing this draft. Ooh, Dawnfeather Eagle. Spoke too soon. I guess we go for it. But I guess we can only attack with 1 creature. I guess if he needs to crew, he needs to crew 2, so he can still crew this and block here. So I guess the only good attack is the 5/6. And then I guess he could still triple block. But then he will lose the vehicle and the 1/1, which I'm fine with. Otherwise, he takes 5 down to 11. And I can still block his 2/1. Just takes it. Alright, that's good. And this can still block the 4/4, so we might just run away with this game. This Dawnfeather Eagle turn. And I can always just keep moving the equipment back and forth. This can attack for 4, and then this can start blocking the 4/4. If he crews an attack, I think I'm blocking the Sweatworks Brawler. Let's say I don't, then I still have a really good attacker. He could have a Hunt the Weak here on my flyer. Okay, he hunts the Weak on my 4/5. The question is now, do I block? I think I still do if he attacks. Because the 1 power blocks here pretty well. And I don't want this to stick around, so I'll go for it. Not necessarily a 2-for-1, since this was just a token. And I think I need to attack with the Dawnfeather Eagle in order to win the game. The question is, I really don't need to use the goggles. I could move the goggles here and start attacking. He will chump with a Serval token, which is fine. This puts him down to 8. So it's going to be a 2-turn clock even with the goggles. So I think I have to attack with the ground and the sky. Yeah, he's just going to chump and make more. So maybe this wasn't the right thing to do. I just move this back in case he has some sort of damage-based removal. Luckily, the opponent's low on life. The opponent attacks, he doesn't have any blockers for the skies. This is a 2-turn clock, so... So now I probably don't want to move it here, and I'm better off just keeping the 4/5 around to keep attacking. So I can keep this on the ground instead, but never mind, shrewd negotiations. Yeah, at least I can move the equipment. I guess one thing I can do is I can also Hungry Flames and then attack now. Or I guess one thing I can do is I can move the equipment here, and then I'll have to Hungry Flame my own Unfettered Ego. If I Hungry Flames here, how much damage am I doing? I'm doing 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, sorry. This is 6, 7, 8. So it's 6. Take 4 down to 2. I don't think I can afford to do that, so I think I have to attack. Then maybe have to take out the Dawnfeather Eagle. One just takes it. Okay. Well, maybe I just have to take damage in the air in the meantime. One thing I can also do is I can kill the Ether Swooper. So he doesn't make a 1-1 chump blocker, but then he'll stay back with the 3-3. Very interesting. Let's just say go. I mean, he'll still have a blocker anyway, so maybe it is worth killing the Dawnfeather Eagle if he decides to attack with it. Now let's just kill this. This doesn't really double, right? Only makes... Oh, so he's out of... yeah, he's out of energy, so I can just keep attacking now. Although now he runs out Gear Seeker Serpents. Okay. This is actually a pretty close match, but yeah. Sometimes the opponent just has extra few cards and you're just ahead. Doesn't even bother attacking the Gear Seeker Serpent. So is there any way for me to deal with this? Fairgrounds Warden might do it. Nope. So next turn, if I don't get Fairgrounds Warden, I'm probably just going to concede. Yep, with a Pima Outrider especially. Makes another... Doesn't even make a 1-1. Guess I can chump this 5-6 for now. Kind of a close match. If he didn't have that Shrewd Negotiations. And yeah, this is out of range now, so good games. And let's do a third draft. At least we made up for the unfortunate losses in this draft. Because I think this is a fairly good deck that could have gotten at least 5 wins, but at least 4 wins is okay. Let's fire off one more draft before this is over in 8 hours. Let's go. Pack draft number 3. Pack 1, pick 1. Rich Scale Tusker, one of the mythic green monocolored uncommons I was just talking about. Yep, I'll take this over Rich Card's Expertise, which is still a good card. I don't think it's as great as Rich Scale Tusker because this impact just grows your whole entire team, which is absurd. And it's just a 5-mana 5/5 that just blocks everything. Rogue Refire is also excellent. And Sweatworks Brawler probably the best common in this pack. But Rich Scale Tusker, mythic uncommon. Maybe this time we end up drafting green, green red, green black. Who knows? Gonna take it over Rich Card's Expertise. Alright, we'll take a second one. Okay, yeah, we'll just keep taking all the Rich Scale Tuskers. 2 Rich Scale Tuskers. We have to get 7 wins with this. Minister of Inquiries also can be a little fun thing to do in this set. If you have a bunch of energy, it actually could work out. Thriving Rhino would probably be my pick if Rich Scale Tusker wasn't in his pack. Your Secret Serpent, quite good. And Daring Demolition, good removal, but we'll take Rich Scale Tusker. So the person to my right probably took a really bomby rare to have passed this Rich Scale Tusker. So I'm hoping I can definitely draft green in this, but we'll definitely take Welding Sparks here. Over some okay cards, but nothing too impressive. Ooh, Untethered Express pick 4. I don't know what is going on with this draft, but this is also one of the uncommons that are just absolutely absurd. So think about this. It's a 4-mana 4/4. It's on rate. It has Trample. Crew 1 is so inexpensive. You can just crew a little servo token, and it just keeps growing. So, yeah, and it has Trample. So this is ridiculous. I don't know what's going on. Maybe this is the final send-off here. Bowman Bizarre Barge, also great, uncommon. I'll take this. Not as good as Untethered and the Rich Scale Tuskers, but still a great uncommon. Draws a card, replaces itself, etc. 5/5 big body. So a really good start to this draft. So this can be our 7 win to finally end the Kaladesh Remastered videos on. And then, again, do one more Lost Caverns of Ixalan, even though I draft that set to Oblivion. And, do I take Self-Assembler? I don't think so. I like this card a lot, but the problem is that we have 2 5-drops already, and they're just better. And I don't want to clog up my deck with so many 5-drops, even though this one can search another one. I'm going to take this Seed Sculptor. Just a solid 2-drop, and yeah, we need things to curve out with. Ether Poison are also solid, but big Seed Sculptor over the another Self-Assembler. What's going on? I guess I'll take the Self-Assembler now because there's nothing else in the pack. But come on, this is insane. This is a good common. If you can string these together, it just becomes absurd. But we're not going to do that. Wild Wanderer's medium. There's better ways to ramp early on. And I'll take another seat. What? Are we doing it? I guess with the final send-off, we have to just draft a bunch of Self-Assemblers, right? And Rich Scale Tuskers. Okay, I'm going to take it over at a Seed Sculptor and a Renegade map. So, I mean, the problem is the curve is so high now. I need some Mana Dorks. I need some early defenders. Then on turn 5, maybe I can start going off. I will take maybe Sweatworks Brawler here. There's also Outland Boar. I think Brawler is actually better than Boar, funny enough. This is a red-green signpost uncommon. I'm going to take Brawler. I'm highly likely going to take up those Inventor's Goggles, even in the red-green. Green doesn't care about artifacts that much, but I'm highly likely to pick them up. Like Renegade Map, for example, as a way to ramp out these, like, some improvised creatures in red. So, take it here. And then, even in black-green, I prefer to have Rush of Vitality. What does this card do? Just prevents all combat damage. Pretty bad. This card's not that great, even though, like, 5 mana... Like, you have to enable Revolt, and if you don't, it's bad. It's kind of like, okay, wow, even built to smash. Okay, so we're just gonna have a nuts red-green deck as our final send-off. And Ajani's busted too, but there's nothing else in this pack I want, so maybe we splash white for Ajani. This card's great. The +2 is already a lot of loyalty. So, and then you can just grab non-land permanents. So if you're flooding, this can be a way to get some playables. And then the -2, exile even if the opponent gains life, it still removes the creature. Bomb card, definitely gonna take it, definitely gonna splash it.
Steadfast in all your ways.
That is right. Seed Sculptor, Sweatworks Brawler, map. Could take a second map. I'm kind of liking the second Sweatworks Brawler. Really interesting. I could wheel this. Like last time we wheeled it, and we could even pick up Prophetic Prisms. I do need some 2 drops though, but maybe I Maybe I just pick a second one and then focus on the 2 drops and early drops because this is a really good card. Okay, so I do like Tune with Ether. There's also Chandra's Revolution. We're getting kind of stacked at 4, but I think this is better than a Tune. Let's get greedy here. Let's do a really greedy deck. And now I'll take a Chandra's Pyro Helix here over the Daredevil Dragster over Pima Outrider. Dragster is, I find, maybe worse than Pyro Helix. This card's okay. But yeah, let's do this. Ooh, okay, Bowman Courier. Great. It's an artifact you can play early, can get you some card advantage if you end up with nothing. But in this deck, I think we're going to have a lot of stuff, especially with the double self-assembler. I'm still going to take it here. It's fun. It's a great card. Yeah. Something early we can play, and then I'll take a Puzzle Knot over the Eager Construct as a better artifact. Not a big fan of Reprisal. It's okay, but just worse than Pyro Helix. I'll take a Pyro Helix, okay. I do need some creatures, though. I have 8 creatures. These Rich Scale Tuskers are going to find themselves in awkward spots if I don't get some more 2s and 3s. So maybe I should have taken the Seed Sculptor over the Sweatworks Brawler, but if I can still cheat these out early, it would be great. Okay, nothing else in this pack. I think it matters. And maybe this is a weird deck where we just have to play a Reckless Fireweaver over a Wild Wanderer. I do need some early game cards. This can also help fetch the Unyielding, but I'll take the Reckless Fireweaver. We need some 2s. Like, we have nothing early. We have barely anything early on. We have some fine defensive stuff. Bowman Courier, but nothing on 2 and 3. I guess this can be a 3-drop if I get lucky. Kind of like this. The Wild Wanderer can help us find planes for ajani, but I'd rather have more earlier ways to fix than late game ways to fix, or mid game ways to fix. Give me my Sea Sculptor. Come on, we saw it late in the first pack. It's a very solid 2-drop. And I don't care about giants. I guess I take it anyways. Cut off more red. And no Seed Sculptor, but there's a world where I have to play this High Spire Artisan, so I don't end up getting run over. At least it's a 3-mana 1/4 that can block well. Eager Construct isn't bad. There's also Reckless Fireweaver. Do I think I can do the Fireweaver thing in this type of deck? Probably not. I'll take an Eager Construct. It's nice synergy with the double Brawlers. And green doesn't care about artifacts, so I don't think I'm going to trigger these like crazy. This is insane when you have Maverick Thopterist, though. So. Not sure about second build to smash, but it could be playable. Alright, so green seems kind of cut and dry in the second pack, but we're going to take Harness Lightning. Too good, again. Servant of the Conduit. I got to take Harness. Harness is just too powerful. Alright, let's just take Harness and close our eyes and hope we get some creatures. Maybe I don't do the self-assembler stuff, because again, we're stacked at 5. But if I see it like really late in the third pack again, I will take a third one. Nature's Way is decent. No creatures I like. I mean, these are creatures, but I have enough removal. I don't need Nature's Way. This is a vehicle and needs creatures to crew. Yeah, I guess I take a third self-assembler. Maverick Thopterist, but we gotta take this Ether Chaser here. Also, Thopter Rest is good, but we need some 2s, and we need them badly. This card's insane with the Reckless Fireweavers. We might even have our whole deck already. I don't even need Build to Smash at this point. Evolution. Interesting. I have a lot. I have good removal in this deck. Removal's not a concern. Okay, I'll take the Thriving Rhino over Renegade map, which I would also like, but we kind of need stuff. Maybe Artisan can go now because we're getting to. Maybe we're just gonna run 17 lands with the map as well, given our curve. And these triple self-assemblers, and I don't really want to miss out on some land drops, so it's just one more playable plus some improvements, and we should be fine. Buff creatures could use some more. Okay, Prophetic Prism. I don't think I need a fourth self-assembler. I really think I need this Prophetic Prism. Like, 4 is just insane, and I have some 5s already. I'm gonna just run this Prophetic Prism on 2. I don't care. Ether Chaser, great. Do I even need this Puzzle Knot? It is an artifact, but this craps out artifacts too. I think I need the Construct given it's a creature. So maybe this can go. I'll take a Sea Skull. Oh my god. Are we going to do this? I don't know, man. I don't think so. I'm going to cut this Eager Construct and run a Sea Skull. I think 3's enough. I don't need to go like 6 of these. It's just too insane. And I think we're going to be running 17 lands in this deck. Oh, Outland board too. Okay. Maybe I just cut the Revolution now. Speaking of Revolution, we still got the Revolution. Maybe we just don't even run self-assemblers. We already have a really solid deck. Maybe that's the plan. Don't run the self-assemblers because like they just get really clunky. A Tomb of Ether. Okay, I'll take that as well. So we have a lot of fixing for Ajani. We can even run 16 lands now that I think about it. Yeah, we have good amount of fixing for Ajani. A Tomb of Ether, Renegade map. So I could go 16 lands, funny enough. But I don't know what to take. I just run his Eager Construct anyways. Set up a turn where I can just run like Ridge Scale Tusker. Or maybe I just run this Fire Fortress Puzzle Knot for the sake of it. Nah, we have Chandra's Power Heals. I think I actually run this. Low creature count. We can even run 15 lands. Is that insane? I think that could be insane. But with the Attune and the Renegade map, I guess I want to could run some weird 15 lander. 13, 14, I guess 15. And then one more playable. Maybe I just need this High Spire Artisan on 3 because we're really lacking. As long as we get 2 lands, I think we should maybe get there. I'm not sure. This is a 3-drop. Yeah, you know what? Let's try this. This is fun. 15 lands. Yeah. The 4-drops can be kind of awkward. But like you only live once. Let's do this. Maybe Eager Construct can help me scry, I guess. We need some creatures for these Ridge Scales. Okay, let's try it. Because a Tomb of Ether counts as a land, and the Renegade map counts as a land, so I think we can get there. And I kind of just I don't want the self-assemblers anyways, because they're kind of weird with the Bomat Couriers. Because like it's just like my hand will never empty, almost, and they're just so expensive. It's just gonna be awkward. Alright, give me some early drops and some fixing. Alright, this is fine. Can Renegade Map search up red mana and take it from there. We have white settled for ajani, so keep. Ooh, Bowman Courier. Well, I can just run this out on turn 1 and start pecking right away, right? I think I go for it. It's early enough. I do need to find red mana, of course. Okay, there's this. So probably just run out the Renegade map and pass the turn. And even if I trade off, even if I lose this, it's fine. It's just one card. Just imagine the cards on the bottom of your library. That's the kind of the way to look at it. Fabrication module can be kind of fun. So you can just put 1/1 counters with this. I don't think I'm blocking. So I definitely want to sack this, find a red source. Then probably just run out fabrication this and make a 1/1 so it synergizes better with Rich Scale Tusker. So, and then once we empty our hand, we can use Bowman Courier to get some value. Prism is fine. And next turn I can keep up the Pyro Helix and Harness Lightning if this picks up some counters, like right now. Okay, so that's kind of annoying. 3/2 is fine, I'll take 3. And then I can always just use the Pyro Helix to kill this. But let's say go for now, in case the opponent tries to latch more counters, we can try to catch him off guard. Although he's going to attack, and I'm probably not going to block. So maybe I just do it now. He could have a combat trick, which can be kind of messy. Shipwreck Mori. Okay, let's see which creature he pumps. Okay, so in response, we can just deal 2 here, which is nice. Then Rich Scale Tusker can pump the team. Although I can't really attack past much, but it's still the best play. So I'll have a 5/5 out and not going to attack, because if I attack, he can just use this energy to make this into a 2/3. So one thing I can do next turn is if I attack and he tries to put a counter here, I can just finish it off with Harness Lightning, which is reasonable. I'm trying to scry on his upkeep for some answers. You can activate this to put a counter as well. Caution module, so he can do some fun things, I guess. Put counters and also make energy at the same time, so it's kind of fun having these two things. And if he grows this, then I'll finish off with Harness Lightning next turn. Then so you can pick creatures up, play them, and then just put counters all day. Kind of cool. Let's move to attacks though. Then attack. See if the opponent blocks. Hoping the opponent blocks. Okay. Then this costs mana to activate, so I'm fine using this for 1. I guess he might even sacrifice this himself. And then do I use Bowman Courier right now? I could do it right now, but maybe it's better to wait end of turn. Although I could get some 3 drops, so let's discard our hand. And Seed Sculptor is a good one, so I can run out the Seed Sculptor and grow this Rich Scale Tusker even larger, so he can't just make a bunch of energy and get out of range. I guess one thing I could did was keep the Bowman Courier around, but then he can just keep blocking it and growing his creatures. So yeah, this combo is kind of annoying. He can pick things up and just replay them and put counters onto them, so I think he might just get me here. Unless I get some sort of flyer or evasion. Yeah, this is just gonna get out of hand. Maybe I need like a Johnny. Ether Chaser is fine. I guess I'm fine with the trade. Bunch of chumps. Ether Chaser. So you can just put like counters everywhere and energy. So yeah, this combo just makes it really hard to attack. Pretty cool, I have to admit, but it's not good for me. I'm probably just gonna concede. I don't know. I don't think I can beat this. This is ridiculous. I guess I have again a Johnny, which can exile. And then this is gonna become a 7-powered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't even block this profitably, so no blocks. And then he can just chump all day on my Rich Scale Tusker, so I'm probably just gonna lose this. A Johnny, there it is. So a Johnny can, I guess, exile the creature now. And then maybe that's going to be my only way to win. I'm running out land. Let's exile this. I guess he can bounce creatures at instant speed too, which is kind of dumb. So I just need to like try to maybe overwhelm him with enough creatures. My Outrider. Okay, so this can become a 6/6 now. The question is, do I block with my 6/6 or do I block with something else? I mean, as long as I kill all of his creatures, I'm good. If I don't, I'm in trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could triple block this. I lose 5 creatures. Or I can just block with my 6/6 so I have more blockers. Does he have any more tricks? Probably not. I think it's fine trading here. And then I can always just keep killing whatever he gets. Okay, this is insane. Guess I do this. Yeah, I can just run out a bunch of stuff all day. And then if I ultimate to 9, I can just go wide and maybe deal with him. And I guess if he keeps making creatures even larger, I can just like exile them. So that's fine. I need to make sure his mana, that he doesn't have 4 mana active all the time, because he can just keep returning his creatures to his hand. So I could lose the game if the opponent tries to, if I get outdecked. He's just going to keep bouncing his creatures back. So I shouldn't exile at all. So I should wait till I have 9 loyalty or something. This is good, but again, he's just going to bounce his guys back. Let's recast them. I guess if he tries to return this into his hand, it will be destroyed. If I use this, he's just going to use this in response. And if I try to target something here, he's just going to be annoying. So, I mean, I could do that. I could try to remove something and then exile something. So he bounces this back to his hand. Now let's just plus. Okay, a lot of goodies. Just opponent concedes. Okay, he's never gonna get through. Awesome. That was a really fun first match. I drew like 4 cards there. That was insane. I guess with a 15 lander, you're more likely to get your hits. Alright, facing against a bronze player in Mythic. Doesn't make sense sometimes. Alright, if I get one land, I can maybe run out, cheat out the Sweatworks Brawler or Thriving Rhino, assuming this survives. I think I keep. Rich Scale Tusker, okay. They're Theorists. People seem to like this card, but I guess one thing we can do is could run this out to try to hit my land drop for next turn. I could always attack with the Ether Chaser. If he blocks, I use the Power Helix, but I think it's better to get this going because if I get a land, I can still run out the Sweatworks Brawler. So let's go for this play instead. And if I get like a tap Renegade map, I can still run out a 2-drop. Interesting. So opponents is some sort of Jeskai energy thing. Does he actually destroy my Prophetic Prism? He does, okay. That's new. But I can still run out a 3-drop. One that can attack past this 1/3. Ether Theorist, okay, but if I make this into 3 toughness, I can start attacking past this, and he's just going to be scrying and not doing much of anything. We can even run out Bazaar Barge. So yeah, drawing 4 lands even in a 15-lander doesn't sound bad. Can already run out the Rich Scale, but we're probably going to do something else next turn. Probably just maybe run out the Sweatworks, crew it, and then attack for 8. Could also run out Ether Chaser to also gain some extra energy. But then I would have to tap the Bowmat Bazaar Barge. I do want to kind of get a strong attack in, so attacks with a 1/3. Interesting. I don't know what's going on. Right, white mana is good, so if I run out Ether Chaser, I can't crew it with the Bazaar Barge, but I can make this into a 4/4. Which is fine, because then I can run out the Sweatworks Brawler, and the next following turn I can Rich Scale Tusker. If I run this out, I could attack with a 5/5, but I don't really develop as much tempo. So I think it's fine missing out on some damage here. Then I don't have 3 power to crew here, so I might as well be fine attacking with 4/5. Difficult for... There's the block. But this was Green's best common in the OG Kaladesh. It's still a very good common too. And then yeah, next turn we can set up a Rich Scale Tusker, and that's going to be insane. Can't really crew and then Rich Scale Tusker, so I think I just run it out. Yeah, I can't like put a counter here, but it's big enough that I'm fine just crewing with my Rich Scale Tusker and then attacking all out next turn. Well, it's just not doing much but scrying and Faith off the rest. Okay, on my Thriving Rhino, sure. Imagine it's the Thriving Rhino. Okay. I still get a very good attack in next turn. And I don't know why he's main phasing this. He doesn't get any blockers, so they are definitely giving me an opponent that's not too difficult to work with. Let's run this out. Yeah, I don't think I'm crewing first. Mythic uncommon. And then yeah, just concedes. Just gonna take too much damage. I should change the deck cover to Ajani. Do that. Ajani has a portrait. I guess with the counter trigger on the stack, I could just crew the Rich Scale Tusker and make a 6/6 Bowman Bizarre Barge. Yeah, I forgot. It's an ability on the stack, so I could have easily crewed. It's on the stack because crewing is at instant speed. And then we have again a 6/6 Bowman Bizarre Barge. So yeah, I guess I could have done that if I held full control. Not sure how that works. Right, this seems good. I mean, I gotta keep, right? Even though I don't have any creatures early on with this Rich Scale Tusker, this can help me fetch my planes. I just have to hope to draw some good stuff. I'm just gonna run out planes before running this out in case I get a whatchamacallit, Brawler next turn. If I don't get Brawler, I'll probably sack it. I'm gonna kill this immediately before it taps. Nope, so I think next end of turn we're fine sacrificing this Renegade map. It'll be kind of insane just running this as a 5/5. I think that's a bit of a stretch. I could also just kill this Druid of the Cow, to be honest, as well. We might not be doing anything on turn 4, or just Welding Sparks it. Then he just doesn't develop his mana, and he's kind of stuck. And then maybe I just run out 5/5 and start beating down. It's kind of interesting. I think I do, because I'm just not drawing anything. No value, but hey, it's a 5/5. Drawing lands in a 15 lander, of course. Pretty common thing. So he could turn this into a high toughness creature. I mean, he could double block, but then he would lose both. I think I just attack first. Actually, I should have played out the Bowman Bizarre Barge. Okay, he still takes it anyways. Let's just run out land. I'm keeping out white mana. Yeah, because if I had a Chandra's Pyro Helix, I can punish him if he tries to the whole energy thing. Give me a 2-drop. Alright, perfect. So what do I want to put this onto? Tusker's kind of all in, but I kind of like that. This way, he can't double block if he -2 on both of these. Okay, Appetite's annoying. I still drew a card and got a 6/6 out of the deal. If the opponent plays a large creature, I'll just Chandra's Revolution and kill it. If he has Malfunction, that would suck. I don't think I'm blocking this. But just hitting me for 4, which is fine. Not a big deal. Untethered Express is awesome. See what he does here. Maybe he bounces it back. Oh, it even bounces it back. Sure. So I could just replay it to put a 1/1 counter onto something. Or I can play Untethered Express and start growing it. Maybe that's better because this can crew. I'll have to take 4. Or one thing I can do is I can put a counter here, so then if he decides to attack, that's also fine. Or I can just try the whole thing out with the whole Untethered Express and Rich Scale Tusker. I'm not sure. I'm going to do this. You can't really counter this as well, so I think it's best to just run this out. Next turn, if he has Metallic Rebuke, I can still run this out and not get it countered. And then this also blocks the 0/5, whereas this would trade. And this will gain counters anyways, so I don't really care that much. Preparing Tiger I can take out. Yeah, Revolution. Tiger, lock down his land, and then I think I'm fine 2 for 1-ing myself if he decides to double block here. Yeah. One still just takes it, okay. And then I'm fine blocking here too. If he wants to trade for my 2/3, that's okay. Rope Refiner, pretty good too. So yeah, if he still double blocks here, he's in a bad shape. I'm fine trading here. This is a good trade. Okay, Nonum Renegade's annoying. Has Death Touch, so I probably need to set up a... I guess I can Chandra's Revolution and attack. Or I guess I need to set up an Untethered Express. Or just run an Outland Board could be better because it can't be blocked by 2 power or less. Yeah, let's just run this out. I would like a second land so I can run out of 4 drops. There you go. I do have a second again, Rich Scale Tusker. That can get out of hand. Driving Turtle. Opponent's just playing mediocre, like, blue commons. It's kind of funny. Alright, a second one. Do I run it out? Probably not, still. Probably want to set up a turn where I can just, like... I guess I kill this, right? It's interesting. I could run this out. It can be kind of fun. But then he just blocks it. I guess if I do this, then we would need to double block the Outland Board. Yeah, let's try it. It's a most mana efficient play anyways. We can try this, and then attack with the 5/5 that requires some higher power to be blocked. So he can't block with the Narnia Renegade. So he needs to like double block it, essentially, which I'm fine with. And then we can take this out next turn and then attack. I guess he can't. He would need to activate this twice. So now this becomes a huge threat. And blue-green doesn't have any sweepers. As long as we get rid of the annoying Death Touch, we should be fine. Gear Seeker Serpent's pretty annoying. So now what? I guess I use this and then attack for 6. He can still double block, which is kind of annoying. Then he can just keep activating me, hit for 5. I guess I set up an Untethered Express as well. I probably need to set up a turn where I kill this, and then do I want to do it now? Probably not. Just surprise him. Yeah, because he could just activate this and then activate again, double block the 6/6. Which means he will lose 2 creatures, but still. Driving Rhino, 2. Just setting up even more stuff. So if I attack with all, kill this, what happens? Block, chump, chump. See if he finds interaction here. Probably has interaction. Okay, I think I go for it, right? I could get blown out here, but I think it's worth doing. And maybe I crew 3/4 and attack with this. Not sure. Attack with all, block. I'm fine with the chumps. Yeah, I'm fine with the chumps if he goes for it. That should be fine. I'm going to crew this because I do want to get this into a 3/4. So he gets to eat a 5/5, but in the meantime he has to like chump everything else, which isn't good for him. And this is a fine exchange. I think this is also going to become a 6/6 next turn as well. Definitely kill a Rogue Refiner here. Then he falls to 2. Yeah, this would trade. Okay, fair enough. I lose 1 creature, but then he loses 2. I still keep my Rich Scale Tuskers, so we're in good shape. I have 2 6/6s as well, so off the risk. Okay, so this changes the equation. So I probably just attack with the 6/6s now. I can crew with this. Seed Sculptor, don't care about as much. Something more impactful. Through here. Probably just want to attack with these two. Because I don't want to lose my 5/5 for nothing. He needs to chump block with the Gear Seeker Serpent, otherwise it just gets out of hand. Up with the Thopter. Okay, he's going to do that instead. Interesting. Interesting. Sure. Sure. Not even a single pump trick. Sure. I mean, that's definitely worth it. Another Rogue Refiner. So opponent has some pretty cool like team run commons, but like his other commons just suck. Not gonna do. I guess he can kill this, but then he's just forced to chump all day. Okay. Maybe if I can draw Ajani. These matches have been pretty interesting so far. Even if 15 lands, I'm managing some wins. I guess I don't have the scariest opponents, of course. Some of them making some pretty awkward plays. Opening hand, we have Renegade map. Yeah, I can try this. I'm not sure if I want to use the Renegade map yet, but we'll see. We can always lead with a Seed Sculptor, and if we get a third land, then that can help us cheat out the Brawler, and we did, so that's good. We're not going to use this yet. And the opponent has a turn 2 do nothing, which is always good news. So let's attack for 2. Cheat out the Sweatworks Brawler, and then we can fetch for land next turn and run out the Outland Boar. So yeah, just going according to plan. I see a Welding Sparks here. Driving Rhino is fine. I can always take this out next turn. Although if I take it out now, this can attack, but then I want to, I do want to get the Outland Boar. And since I got land, I don't need to sacrifice this immediately for maybe more artifact value, so I think I just attack for 3. I guess I can attack here too, but then I don't develop the boar. So yeah, let's just hit for 3. Out the Outland Boar, and then this might even dissuade an attack. I can always sacrifice this end of turn. And if he attacks, I don't think I'm blocking. I can always attack with Seed Sculptor and Sweatworks, and if he blocks, then I can use Pyrohelix to finish it off. As opposed to attacking and then running into some sort of +2/+2 combat trick, or +3/+3. I wish this was instant speed, so we could test it out next turn. I don't think I'm blocking. Here's the untap trick that's in green as well that I need to be careful of. Bristling Hydra, so this is going to gain hexproof. So I might have to trade the Outland Boar for it. So we'll see. So I think I attack with both and just lock down the Thriving Rhino. I'm fine trading this for the Hydra. This will have hexproof. Yeah, the trade is good. I guess he's not going to use the energy for that, so You can now use Chandra's Power Helix to maybe keep up green to represent ornamental, whatever, and then lock down a green mana because it seems like he's more heavy green than anything else. A double green anyways. Yeah, Welding Sparks, sure. But we did a good amount of damage. Hopefully it just doesn't drop anything large next turn. So these are scary cards as well. Bristling Hydra, Bomb, Thriving Rhino, green's best common, and Welding Sparks, red's second best common. Right, Faithful Showdown. So deals damage to any target equal number of cards in your hand. Discard all cards in your hand and draw that many cards. So he probably doesn't have a good hand. Well, alright, discards a bunch of lands. Ether works Marvel. Okay, so now my opinion might change because these cards are just not good. And Renegade Map, sure. Alright, Sea Sculptor. I can just use this to hit for 3, I think. I think that's worth it over putting a counter here since this speeds up the clock. And we also have Pyro Helix that can eventually finish him off. This becomes a large creature that can attack past most, I assume. Maybe, hopefully no Pyro Helix, or else I get punished. Sweatworks Brawler, okay, so luckily I put a counter here. Then Ether, Chaser. So I could attack. If he goes for a double block, I can take out the Ether Chaser and the Sweatworks Brawler, so I think I go for it. If he doesn't and he attacks back, then I don't block. That he's going to go for it, so this is really nice. So order it like this. This. And then we get a kill here. That's nice. To block her out away. Yeah, Ether works well. Whenever a permanent you control is put in the graveyard, get an energy. Pay 6 energy, look at the top 6 cards in your library, you may cast a spell. So that can be really powerful if you have an energy theme going. If not, then it's 4 mana, do nothing. I guess you need to set it up as well, so it's a lot of setting up. So yeah, nice 4-0 already with a 15 land deck. We were even flooding the late game too. Funny enough in the 15 lander. So maybe 15 lands is like the new meta. I don't know. 15 lands, new meta. I guess we'll rename it. 15 lands, new meta. Pretty cool. So if you ever pack one, pick one, open up ajani, just put yourself in green. You don't necessarily need to put yourself in green whites, since green just has good fixing regardless at common with the attune with ether on 1, and then Wild Wanderer, not the best but still reasonable on 4. And then there's also at common there's ways to fix too with Renegade Map and Prophetic Prism. I'm going to keep this. I can play all 3 colors. I can always just run this out on turn 2. Kind of sucks that I have to sacrifice this map in case I open up. I get was it the Brawler? But it's still fine. The Sweatworks Brawler, I mean, but I gotta run things. I gotta play things, so. Okay, so this blocks the 2-1, so fine searching Forest with this unless I draw it, but nope. Forest. Run out the Forest, play out Sea Sculptor, block the 2-1. Then we have a 2-3 that also blocks well next turn that can become a 3-4 if it attacks. Real Harvester is disgusting. Alright, so I'm not sure how I can beat this. This is also just crew 1, so I don't have any good attacks. I guess one thing I can do is I can attempt to attack, and if he blocks, I can harness lightning to finish it off. Maybe that's worth doing. Like, it will be a 2-for-1 on myself, but I gotta deal with this card, and it's just going to completely spiral off control if I don't. So I think I actually attack next turn. This does represent something, but I think I have to do it because I don't have any good ways to deal with this. It dodges Chandra's Revolution as well at 5 toughness. But yeah, this is one of the biggest bombs in the set. I guess he can gain haste now, so I guess he's not. I can't block it anyways. I mean, attack into this and force a block anyways. So yeah, he's just gonna hit me for 3 and gain 3 life. So this game can will be over pretty soon. I guess it's fitting that since I had some insane wins already, I finally get my first loss. Maybe I'm speaking too soon, who knows. Fairgrounds Warden, alright, I can always harness lightning that. Although, and that will delay me, and I'll take 2 extra damage here. So one thing I could do next turn is I can attack for 2, and then if he decides to attack with a Speedway Fanatic, I can try to ambush by taking out the Fairgrounds Warden. I guess that's reasonable. Well, let's draw a card first. Right, yeah, I think I like that strategy. I guess one thing I can do is I can save Harness Lightning and Pyro Helix to take out the Ether Sphere Harvester. I kind of just like ambushing this at this point. Hopefully he doesn't have a pump spell. One thing I could have done was stay back, but I gotta do this, I think. Oh, I guess I could use this on the Harvester. Yeah, that was a misplay. Because then I would be able to kill it for 5. Yeah, I should have thought about the energy I accumulated from the Thriving Rhino. But at least I can make this play here. Which is more value-oriented, but not good against this 3-5. Maybe I can outrace him somehow. I guess he has a way to finish this off with a Pyro Helix. Yeah, I should have definitely considered killing this instead. But that just cost me the game. Forgot that this counts the amount of energy. So that was a huge misplay. And I won't be able to kill this now, so... Card's just too good. Unfettered Eagle. He can still crew. I guess if I kill enough creatures and he can't crew, I'm in a good spot. So maybe if I get a revolution, I can potentially yeah. So I guess you can do the whole crew counter +1/+1 counter thing. So if I kill this, I can maybe still have a chance, but it's gonna be like a very hard one since this crew one is very difficult to do. I guess this can block flyers. All right, that's a way out. Let's do this, and let's put a 1/1 counter on it. So there is a chance. This smash for 9, and hopefully he doesn't play another creature, and maybe we can steal the victory. No creature, please. Okay, he has a removal. Huh, alright, good games. I should have used the Harness Lightning on this 3-5, but I forgot about the energy, so that was a noob thing I did. I mean, I wouldn't get my Rich Scale Tusker back, but I wouldn't be taking like 3 in the air every single turn. And I still have a 2-3 that can hold off the 2-1. I guess one thing I could do was also hit Z to undo and then target the Ether Sphere Harvester instead. Oh man, yeah. So really, really noob of me. I should have. Damn it. Wish I can go back to that game, but it's too late now. Take out the Harvester, then take 3, and then that I would still been fine. Follow with Rich Scale Tusker. Keep the 2-3 back and still trade with the 2-powered creature. I think I was just so scared of Harvester, and I mean, I think I was just too focused on doing something fancy with the harness lightning that I forgot that it could deal more than 3 damage. Alright, this seems like a good keep. If this survives, I can cheat out this Sweatworks Brawler on turn 3, which is pretty insane. No goggles in this deck, so missing out on that. Hopefully no 2-mana puzzle not destroying this. Right, he could still get the puzzle knot if he taps. Nope, so now we can attack. See a Power Helix maybe? Hopefully no Power Helix, so I can cheat out my Sweatworks Brawler. It takes 2, hopefully. Nope, see a Power Helix, yeah. Knew it, but I have at least have a Welling Sparks to follow up. Yeah, so I can't cheat out my Brawler. Okay, I still have turn 4. At least we made him use the energy here. And he has a tap for colorless. I wish I can... I guess I can play this for 2 mana. No, I can't do it. Let's just run this out for 4. I ran this out on turn 3 if I kept the 1/1 servo. But at least I made him use a removal spell. Fairgrounds Warden. Okay, we gotta kill this immediately. I think I used a Chandra's Revolution. Or I guess Welding Sparks is still fine because I can also develop an Eager Construct. So yeah, let's just do this. No Blossoming Defense, that's good. And then we can run out Eager Construct and scry any lands we find to the bottom. Good playables. Power Helix I think I might keep. Yeah, Power Helix is good enough. I'll just keep it on top. Because he could play some sort of small creature that I can take out. Okay, I guess he's just gonna try to... That's fine. I can always Bizarre Barge and draw a card as well. Know what he has here. One's a Naya, so he could also have a Ajani. Funny enough. And if he's playing base white, that could also mean he has a lot of 1 toughness servos. So keeping this is actually not bad. I don't really care about what mana I represent. And yeah, we'll run out land so we can fire off Power Helix potentially. We want 3 power so I can hit for 5 with this. Outland Boar is a good answer to Chandra's Power Helix. He has a removal spell here that's fine too. At least he's not killing anything scarier. He's just wasting his removal. Lock this down. Then say go. No Johnny, please. Ether Chaser is fine. I guess I want him to use his energy and then do the thing what he did to me that following turn, so I'll wait until he attacks and then kill the token, or I can just do this. Then yeah, we'll see. Say go. Familiar, sure. Go block everything. I just need some creatures to crew this vehicle, so just gotta keep passing. I'm running 15 lands, so I should be able to find playables eventually. And the opponent isn't really playing anything too scary. A lot of his cards are pretty medium. So yeah, I guess I just keep running out lands to go 8, 9, so only 6 more lands in the library. If he kills this, then I guess I'll Power Helix this and this. He probably has a Dawnfeather Eagle setup. Wild Wanderer, sure. I guess I might want to kill this instead, but we'll wait until we draw something, because we might be able to hold this off. So opponent's also splashing black, so sort of weird 3-color deck. Ooh, Rich Scale Tusker, perfect. So one thing I can do is I can do the whole fold control thing. Run out the Rich Scale Tusker. Let it resolve. And then trigger to a stack, on the stack, crew it. So then I can get a 6/6 and attack for 6. And then I can even recruit this, recruit a 3/4 eventually as well. Wow, it goes for the block. Okay, so I can blow him out with Power Helix, which I will. In fact, what I could do is I could also send one power to the face, but I think this is fine. So I'm going to have a lot of big creatures, and the opponent needs to find some answers fast. Arizev is not something I'm too scared of. Kind of annoying still, but I can attack for 10 next turn. He might be forced to take it. I can always just keep this back, or I do have a backup Seed Sculptor, I guess, that can block. So I guess one thing I can do is crew an attack for 10, and then run out the Seed Sculptor to hold off this 2-1 from attacking. The Karizev will still be able to attack, but it's fine. As long as I can hold off this 2-1, I'm good. Then he doesn't get to make any tokens to chump. We'll hit for 3. It says he might have Wildest Dreams. Hopefully no Wildest Dreams to get everything back. That would kind of suck. I mean, it's a lot of mana he has to tap out for, but getting all this stuff back would be a problem. Yeah, I think he has Wildest Dreams. He wouldn't be playing this, so how much does he have it for? 1, 2, 3, 4, which is really powerful. So, yeah, I think we have to get going. So I think we just have to attack, get desperate here. So what's the play? I could crew here and attack. If I attack all out, if I crew both of these, attack for how much? 13, I put him at 2. So he might be forced to chump. I think I go for it. Yep, and I think I'm attacking with the 3/4, so let's go. And this might be able to do enough damage where yeah, this might be able to do enough damage where he doesn't have time to deploy everything and recover. So yeah, now he's down to 1, so anything can kill him. So he can play 3 spells, he can lock down this rich scale, he can maybe Hungry Flame something, fight something, and make a 1/1. Okay, just makes a 4/4. So he can cast both of these spells here. Needs to lock down the Rich Scale. Okay, Hunt the Weak, sure. So this becomes a 5/5, but I can still attack with a 6/6. Makes a 1/1, so he can still block everything. Attune with Ether. Does that do anything? I guess I can make a 1/1 out of this. So this is kind of awkward. I guess I need to crew both of these just to attack and trade for the 5/5, which kind of sucks. This only targets creatures, though. So I can also just attack all out. What happens? This can chump, he eats something. Yeah, I think I have to go for this attack. Here, trade to 5/5. Then the token chumps. He doesn't have any ways to make energy. Oh, he's just going to go for the chump overall. Okay, sure. I just need to get these lands out of the way so I don't end up drawing too many of them. Let's say go. So the opponent can just deal with all my stuff now. It's kind of annoying, but if he if he isn't careful, then I can kill him on the way back. Nature's Way is annoying, and then probably see all the removal spells deployed. So this Wildest Dream is actually very effective. Then he has a 3-turn clock now too with the Warden. Probably saving this for something scarier, I presume. And we just get a land, which isn't where I want to be. So, yeah, no attacks. Probably just trade for the 2/1. Oh, he has another removal. Okay, I guess I'm just dead. Wildest Dreams is ridiculous. I guess he's 1 off. So he might just run this out for no reason. I guess he has a 2-turn clock anyway, so Yeah, this isn't looking good. The Wild Streams definitely got me. Yeah, he got back all these removal spells, so I would need like another Pyro Helix to win the game. So I need a really lucky top deck here. Let's go for it. Ooh, a Johnny. I guess a Johnny can draw me some cards. Although I don't know how much I can deploy. I could minus on a Johnny, but then it will die. Maybe I just have to draw like 2 creatures, but then I guess he can get rid of them. So maybe I just need to run out Johnny and minus on the boar. I'll lose a Johnny, but I think it's worth doing.
Greater together, I do not fight for myself.
Yeah, I do lose a Johnny here, but I get to buy some time. Maybe get a 3-drop and attack for 6. So yeah, if he doesn't have anything... So he just has to bank on the fact that I don't get a creature. Might even run this out to start attacking for 3. Let's see if he does. Yeah, he does. Okay, let's get a good creature to force him to chump. Come on, just top deck. Alright, just... Okay, we have a chance. Okay, we do have a chance. I'm getting really intense right now. Give me a creature. And that's a good one. Alright, so we can run this out. And then, I guess I could have done the thing, but I think I go for it. Yeah. I gotta force these chumps to happen. Because if I don't, then what happens? Yeah, he could have hit me for 2 now, but if he doesn't draw anything, then he's in trouble. Okay, so now he could hit me for 2. So I need another good top deck. Yep, he goes for it. Alright. Good top deck. Come on. No, not another creature. Don't do that to me. Okay, Bomac Courier. That's not going to do it, unfortunately. I guess what I can do is I can attack and then use the ability. So let's do that. I guess he can just block it, so I guess this is the play. Then use the ability. And just gotta land. Alright, good games. That Wildest Dreams definitely had the opponent steal the game. But it was pretty fun. Okay, we're at 4 and 2. I don't think we can get to 7. Unfortunately, maybe my time's up for this video since that was like a 20-minute game. I think that attack was warranted because I had to kind of race him at the end of the day. I'll probably make a part 2 video since there might not be enough time. I thought I could get up to 7 wins with this within like an hour, but it seems like it's not possible. Right, we can keep this. Just attune immediately, get this out of the way, find white mana, it should be good. I also need double green eventually, so I need to keep that in mind. If I don't get the Brawler down next turn, then I'm fine just sacrificing it. No Brawler, but I can definitely lead with Eager Construct. Prophetic Prism, probably don't need it since it's just going to cycle itself anyways. So I might as well just draw the next card after it. I guess I should maybe sack this first because I might end up drawing it. But who knows, we'll just keep this around maybe then. The fast on turn 3, alright, I'll take that. I mean, just not developing the board and just having the discard end of turn is also kind of not where you want to be, I don't think. Unless you have like some sort of sweeper saved up. Dash for 2, and I think I'll sacrifice this next turn. And even if I draw the Prophetic Prism, guess what? I'll just play it and draw a card. At least it wasn't a land that I bottomed. I might regret it if it was a land. I see a removal spell. Die Young, that's okay. I guess he could have Die Young on the 4/4, so he kind of made the same mistake that I did with the Harness Lightning in the match with the Ether Sphere Harvester. So I think that was a bit of a misplay on his behalf. See Impeccable Timing, although Impeccable Timing only deals 3, so this is pretty nice. I have a 3-turn clock, some removal. So he plays a large creature. I can hopefully deal 5 damage to it, like a Rich Scale Tusker. Alright, let's make sure we do it correctly this time. Kind of sad running a Rich Scale Tusker with no creatures like I did in that one game. It's kind of sad to also just draw nothing with a 15 land deck. Restoration Gearsmith can get it back. So the question is, do I even... I guess I want to wait until he plays a Tuskor so then I can kill the Restoration Gearsmith in response. And if he has some sort of trick, then I can blow him out. Right, let's do this. So now he just has a Tusker that's just going to block the ground all day. But at least we got rid of 2 cards out of his hand. So he might just set up some creatures and just run this out, so... Alright, Marionette Master. Okay, I don't think I'm winning this simply because... Okay, Johnny's here. Let's get a Johnny out here. Couldn't have asked for something better.
Honor and courage.
Although, so I can probably just chump block this Tuskar, hopefully, with enough creatures. So yeah, to the rescue, Ajani. Thank you. And we drew a bunch of lands, so hopefully we get enough playables at this point. I can also minus Ajani to get rid of it. To take out something like Tuskar, for example, Tusker. I keep calling it Tuskar, but it's Tusker. I don't think I want to because there's higher upside getting more creatures like this Rich Scale Tusker, so do that. Ooh, and yeah, we can have a juicy... So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... I can run out 2 2/2s and put a Tusker onto them like this. I guess I can even run... No, I can't run out Bomat Courier. But yeah, this is good games. This can't block. I guess these can become 4 toughness next turn, but I can then just eat a creature if he runs out the Tusker. If I see a fight spell, that's fine. I'm fine trading this for this as well. Blocking this. Alright, I guess he really wants to take out Ajani, but he's gonna have to suffer for it because it's still gonna have loyalty. Yeah, and that's just game over. Yeah, good games. Okay, I'm gonna make a part 2 video just so you guys can see the finale of this draft. So stay tuned, and hopefully I can get up to 7. This is a sick deck, so let's give some time.